Welcome back to Near Mint News, featuring myself, Max, and my partner, Chris.
This is a podcast where we talk about all things nerd.
Oh shit, that was funny.
I hate
I
both.
want to get a Valorant. I want to get a Valorant gameplay with you guys.
I'm down for that.
We're recording, guys.
Oh, we're good. Oh, we live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fuck it, we're
Let me say we are here today to talk about The Last of Us 2.
Absolutely.
Spoiler warning. We will be discussing the entire game as much as we can.
Yes.
So if you're not here for that, click off. You are on our YouTube channel, so we have Smash Brothers videos. We have other podcasts you can listen to. In the description, we will have all of our content,
Absolutely.
including our special guest today, RenascenceMarq. Is he over here, Chris?
He's underneath you.
The homie RenascenceMarq. He does anything and everything. So his links will be in the description.
Yeah.
And comments. Let us know in the comments how you like Last of Us 2.
Absolutely.
Ooh, facts.
And with that being said, I guess we can just hop right into it now.
Yes, sir.
By the way, we didn't really plan that much into this, so bear with us.
Going off memory here.
Yeah. And it's been a good it's been a good week and a half since.
Yes, I think we all completed it. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Definitely.
And I've been drinking, so you know.
Water.
I'd like to give a shout out real quick to Chris Bravo, who in the span of 2 weeks beat not only Last of Us 1 for the first time,
Yes.
he beat Last of Us 2.
Yes.
So good shit, Chris.
Too easy.
Yes.
Chill out. You ain't playing for 6 years because it was too hard for you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never said that.
You can easily refer to the I Can't Remember podcast episode 1.
Thank you.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me.
Thank you. I'll top into it. Let's start at the beginning. We are introduced to adult Ellie in the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And despite what we've seen in previous videos and trailers and gameplay trailers, we don't know. We're not sure what's going on right now.
Wait.
True.
What's
The
up?
first part of the game is not adult Ellie.
It's not.
It's Joel.
It is Joel and Tommy.
Yeah.
I Chris, take it away.
This is where Tommy tells Joel what
Joel tells Tommy.
Yeah, that one. Joel tells Tommy.
Oh, you're right.
What he did to what he did and how he had to take Ellie with him.
Yes, you're right. So, if you don't remember, at the end of Last of Us, Joel finds out that in order for them to do anything with Ellie, she's gonna lose her life.
Correct. Right.
And Joel is like, "Nah, we're not having that."
At this point, he had already gained another daughter.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. And he deads that shit by killing everyone. So
yeah.
And I'm assuming Tommy's the first person he's telling of this.
Yes, Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy is the first and only person he tells.
Correct.
At this point in time.
So where do we go next, Chris?
So after that, you go to grown-up Ellie.
Yeah, then it's adult Ellie at Jackson, right?
Yes, she's in Jackson, and she just woke up, and she's getting ready to go to patrol with the homie Jesse.
Which are getting introduced to new characters.
Yes.
So we got the homie Jesse, So we meet first.
Yes, and apparently there was an altercation the night before they meet up.
And this is taking place after what we originally saw, where Ellie gets kissed by a girl at a party.
Yes.
This is that following morning.
Yeah, from the trailer, right? From the
This
trailer.
is that following morning.
Also, a good note that this is a totally different, more expansive Jackson than we've seen in Last of Us 1.
Absolutely.
Right. So, like, you can clearly tell they've been doing, like, work and gaining members and shit.
Exactly.
Yep.
Jackson.
And this is like, how far in the future are we at this point? Is this for like 3 or 4 years?
I believe
or a little more than that.
Oof. I believe so.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest flashback I remember is 4 years.
Yeah, I believe.
So Ellie is going out to patrol with
Jesse.
who we find out is Dina.
Oh, wait.
But Jesse comes to pick her up.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Pick her up. We find out that she's going to go on patrol with Dina.
Right.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Because they right.
And then they go meet the elder. I'm gonna call her because she's one of the people that run the town. Maria.
Right.
I remember her name.
In the bar.
And then makes the guy apologize for what he did, which is they talk about that what happened that night at the end of towards the end of the game.
Right. We'll definitely come back to that for sure. Yeah.
At this point, the game's already fucking amazing.
Yeah, just seeing like the
visually,
visually, like graphics wise, and because nothing big happened yet, but graphics wise, you could tell like it's really about to get into a good looking.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And I played the game in standard 1080
because you don't have your PS4 Pro,
which I don't want to talk about that right
now. Happened with your shit. You didn't update me, but we'll talk about that later. I feel like from this point we can fast forward a little bit now because I feel like from this point we learn tutorials with when they're playing the snowball.
Yeah, the throwing mechanics
with the kid
and
which
I don't know about y'all. I was bodying the shit out of
fucked them kids up.
Them kids up.
Like I wasn't losing to that. No.
Nah, not at all,
bro. And that quick throw shit that they added. That was a game changer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, so after that, the two go on patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Dina and Ellie.
Right.
And real quick, off rip, how did you guys feel about Dina?
She was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was cool.
Hang on.
General consensus. All right.
Yeah, she was cool. How'd y'all feel about Jesse off rip?
Jesse, he seemed like a cool.
He seemed like
cool. He seemed like he looked like a actual person that I've seen in a movie before.
No, he looked like Mortal Kombat from the first Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, Liu Kang from the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
just like Liu Kang, bro. I was like, yo, you're my dog already.
It might have been him.
Nah.
Which I don't think so. Yeah. No, definitely 90s or early 2000s. Was
just let me get my shit off, all right?
You got it. It was him. You right.
Yeah, it was him. You got it. Right. IMDb. Internet movie database Bravo, you know?
Exactly. Where are we at after that? So they go on patrol.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as they're patrolling, they come across
a blizzard happens. Or right? A storm, right?
They haven't been.
That's a little.
They haven't been.
We can probably fast. I don't think anything really happens beforehand in between that.
Nah.
It says so we can probably fast forward to the marijuana spot, which is
the
blizzard. Yeah.
They run into infected, and then they find Dina's old partner's hideout.
Yeah, where he was growing tons and tons of weed.
Word.
Yeah.
R.I.P. that weed. All that shit dried out.
Hey, they found the jar though.
Exactly.
They find
The mason jar, that shit was airtight, bro.
yeah, that shit was whew.
And it's basically here where we find out that Ellie is going to take this original girl that we saw for Ellie in the beginning in the trailers. We see where their relationship's gonna go.
Yeah, Dina.
See
Yeah.
that it was much more than just a kiss, and at this point I'm invested to see where this relationship goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like and I love, like I said, I've told you guys that playing Walking Dead has made me love Clementine, and I love Ellie just as much as I love Clementine.
Very much so.
So
Okay.
to see her happy in this sense, especially in this fucked up world that they live in.
They got you
In
feeling
the
like
beginning of the game, it had me happy that Ellie was happy.
Yeah. I even with that, I also like that kind of also what you said with Clementine. I also like the fact that you get to explore well, you get to see you know, other relationships, not just straight relationships. Like that was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so like not only do you have a woman being the standard character, but you also get to see like relationships outside of just being straight. You know, Clementine did the same thing. You know, when Clementine and in the light, like, you get to explore that relationship with
Chloe? No, Chloe is Stranger Things. Not Stranger Things. Life is Strange.
think of her name, but
Me neither.
I cannot think of her name, but you get to explore that relationship if you choose to. It's either her or Lewis, but you do get to explore that relationship. And with Ellie, you kind of see this one too. I like that.
I remember watching gameplay with Max. I think it was the end. Was it? You were finishing something. You were finishing the walkthrough.
It was probably the final one.
Was it the final one?
It might have been.
Oh, it was. It was your first time playing the final one. And then you texted Mark because
Yep.
I'm not gonna spoil that one too, actually.
Oh yeah. Because I thought something happened. Her name, I think her name was Lily, was the girl that
Lily. No.
Lily was the girl from Walking Dead season 1.
Yeah.
Who comes back in that one? What the hell is her name?
She comes back.
Yeah. Cannot think of her name.
What the hell is her name? Continue on. I'm gonna look for her name. I'm gonna look for her name.
Good.
Okay, so after we're at the weed spot, right? Now,
well, we have to add in that we do play as another character at this point.
Do we switch to?
Do we?
I think before we get either before or after this point, we already play as Abby.
Oh, okay.
Do we?
Yeah, it's after. So after the patrol of Overlook, which is where we end up in the weed spot, we play as Abby next.
Right. Okay, so we are introduced to Abby. Okay.
Yes, who is
We're introduced to 2 new characters, by the way. Abby and Owen.
You're right. Who are huge in the story.
Yeah.
Owen couldn't sleep, so he ended up walking around outside, cold as fuck. And what is this, Pittsburgh that they're in?
Seattle.
No. At the beginning, because
Seattle, because they see the kid. That's in Seattle, right?
They see Jackson.
Okay.
Because remember, he leads Abby to the view of Jackson, where she starts to walk the other way. Like, they have the argument. Owen goes back, and then Abby continues on to Jackson. She's like fuck it, I do it myself or some shit like that.
Yeah, give me one.
So we get introduced to 2 new characters, Abby and Owen, where we play as Abby. Owen leads us to a cliff, like he couldn't sleep. Leads us to a cliff, and that cliff is actually overlooking Jackson.
Yep.
Exactly.
So we know that they're both kind of in the same spot.
And like you guys just said, one of you guys just said that Jackson has grown exponentially
Yeah.
since the first.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exponentially. And it's weird because like the dialogue that they had, like Owen and Abby, like you could tell it was weird because you didn't know if they were looking at Jackson because they wanted to join it, or they were looking at Jackson
as a
because they
new
wanted
place to be.
rob it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, or were they looking at it because they wanted to like rob it or something like that? Like it was weird, like the way their dialogue was.
And it kind of hints at that they're looking for someone. You kind of get that vibe, that kind of
It's real ominous.
yeah, exactly. So we see that, and Owen and Abby have a disagreement.
Yes.
Which causes them to split up, and in anger, Abby goes to pursue going to Jackson.
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
So she's going through the shit at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is where we find out that Jackson appears to be safe, but there are tons of frozen and dead infected everywhere.
Right. Like this is where you really get like fighting infected again.
In comparison, this is what in The Walking Dead, like where they have to lead the whole horde away from the village.
Look at this guy using his last time he watched Walking Dead.
That's like
fucking knowledge on us.
What is that? Like
that's season like 6.
Yeah. Whew. I definitely don't got that again. That's it.
Yeah. That's one and done. That's a one and done right there.
Oh damn. Bless you.
Thank you. 22. So as she's going through this bullshit, she runs into two men who we know as Joel and Tommy.
Exactly.
Right. And I want to say this is our first time seeing Joel and Tommy in Last of Us 2.
Second time.
No. Second time. We see
the second time?
It's the first time seeing Joel and Tommy in this timeline. Because
the
first time was right after
him telling Tommy.
Like you can see.
You're right. Okay.
Old hair is a little bit longer. Tommy's a little bit older.
Yep.
So this is that time.
And so we fight alongside Joel and Tommy.
Yeah.
We're running from infected. We end up trapped inside of a building where we have to fight off tons of infected while we find a way out.
Yep.
And Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Abby leads them to they start to get trapped. They have to get out. And then Abby leads them. Abby's like, "Hey, I know
I know where we can go. We can go to the mansions." Yeah. Right?
Right.
And then
mansions.
That's when Abby brings both of them back to the mansions.
And let me add that what a great part this was. Like, yeah, we got the cliche hold it down while someone does something scenario in a video game.
Yeah.
But my God, I don't know if it was just my nostalgia or my bias to Last of Us 1 that made this scene that much better, but I didn't even care. I didn't care that I was playing as someone I didn't know. I was happy to be holding down Joel and Tommy.
Yeah.
Word.
Because it automatically bring me back to the beginning of Last of Us 1, where Joel and Tommy are trying to escape the town with Joel's daughter, and shit goes left instantly. And we'll go from there at this point.
Yeah, because things go left instantly again.
Yeah. So we got the mansions is where we're going.
Yep, and then the cutscene. The cutscene.
Yes. I like at this point I like to applaud Mark from the very first teaser we got for Last of Us 2. Spoiler alerts right now if you're still in this video.
Spoiler alert.
Mark called this shit from day one. He said Joel is dead.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
And at this point, we find out that Abby has a vendetta against Joel,
We do
and
not know why yet.
we don't know why yet, but we find out that she's at this point she's gonna torture him to the point where Ellie's gonna Ellie barges in, and we find Joel on his deathbed, basically on the floor in his deathbed.
Yeah, and we get introduced to a couple more characters. Mel, Nora,
the homie Manny.
Manny.
Yep.
Yeah, and the other people.
Yeah.
I knew you like Manny. You piece of shit.
Who was the one dude who was mad that Ellie slashed his face?
I
don't remember his name.
I can't think of his name either.
But like, why are you mad she slashed your face? You're killing her homie.
Yeah, like
So yeah, we
Ellie barges. Don't know who these people are, by the way.
No, we do not.
We don't know where they come from. We don't know what faction they are. We don't know not a thing. We just know that the big thing that was noticeable was when Tommy introduced Joel in a friendly manner. And once Joel said his name, everybody kind of was like, "Oh shit." Like this is him.
Yeah, this is real.
Yeah.
This is real.
Yeah, and then Joel picked up on that instantly, and then.
And I hate to bring up another Walking Dead reference, but this reminded me of when you get to the ski lodge in the Walking Dead season, Telltale's Walking Dead season 2, when you get reunited with Kenny.
Yeah.
It gave me that same vibe, and if you guys know what I'm talking about. On the YouTubes and or if you're listening on Spotify or whatever, and you know what we're talking about at this point, shout out to you guys. Say it in the comments, I guess. But it gave me those vibes because it's like you're safe, but shit's about to get fucked up.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a brief buffer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ellie basically watches her.
Well, Ellie, because there's an important part that happens. Mind you, Jesse and Dina were in a relationship.
Oh, yes.
Jesse and Dina were in a relationship.
We just skipped past that whole part. Damn.
Yeah, and once that cutscene where Abby does shoot Joel in the leg, then we are reverted back to Ellie. And mind you, let me say at that point I'm on high.
Oh yeah.
I'm heated.
I'm heated. I'm like, I gotta get to this mansion. Like, I don't care. Like, I gotta get. And like, honestly, I felt the same. That's when I got really like I felt the same anger as Jesse had, and to explain that, since Jesse and Dina were in a relationship, and mind you, we didn't know that coming from the first trailer, when when we knew that Ellie and Dina kissed.
We didn't know of the awkward love triangle yet.
Right, we didn't know anything about that. So Jesse storms into the underground weed bunker. It appears that Ellie and Dina had sex.
Yeah.
Yes, they're laying down, they're smoking, they're talking about their scars and chilling, which is an important foreshadow because Ellie tells Dina
the truth. Yep.
That she got bit and she's an immune, and Dina does not believe her, which that's gonna come back later. But Jesse storms in, catches them both getting dressed, and he's super pissed off, and then lets Ellie know, hey, Joel and Tommy, they didn't come back.
Yeah.
So
they didn't check in.
Yeah, they didn't check in. So elevation's on high. High.
And we know what happened.
Right.
Because we're playing, but Ellie doesn't know what happened.
How do y'all feel about that? I want to ask that.
What, the the switch back and forth between characters.
Only in that moment.
I wasn't mad at it because I know I like that it built up the tension. Basically.
Exactly. It built your anger up too because you don't know what's going on with Joel right now. Like it
But
gives you
it's kind of like we do know, and when
Well,
Ellie makes certain move,
Right.
Ellie makes certain moves, it's like, yo, we don't want you to make that move, but we're forced to let that happen.
Right? Because at first I was like, I was like, damn, what if I just played as Ellie, got to the mansion, and then saw the cutscenes?
Yeah,
And then I was like, nah, I think they did it perfectly.
absolutely.
Here, but
Being the
at
person
that point,
that
it's like,
shot Joel pissed me off.
yeah,
That pissed
yes,
me
and
off.
I told you this, Mark. We had this slight conversation before anything, and we did it privately because Chris didn't get to start playing yet because
Right.
I believe he was still finishing Last of Us 1
And waiting
Yeah.
and
waiting for my PlayStation.
fair, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You got it.
I do like that they only gave us so much before we got to Ellie because when we got to Ellie, Joel had only been shot in the leg.
Yeah.
Anything could have happened at that point, and
Right. Like we saw her pick up the golf club
To be
and do the first hit, but we
Yeah.
didn't.
to be fair, the second I saw him get shot in the leg, I knew he was dying.
Well, I knew Joel was gonna die because I believed what Mark said
Yeah.
originally.
Right. And
And
I
when
was like, damn. That was it.
and once Mark said that, I was like, yo, that makes sense. It seems kind of eerie.
Yeah. That whole trailer, that walkthrough shit, it's weird to me.
It's very weird. And a lot of the shit we saw in the walkthroughs wasn't true. Which we'll get to later, but a lot of the shit we saw wasn't true.
That's true.
So basically, if we ever rip the band-aid off, Abby is killing Joel.
Yeah.
She's beating him. She's beating the shit out of him with a golf club.
Yeah. Ellie gets
And
there by herself.
Mm-hmm. And she gets ambushed, which she doesn't know there's more than one person. She walks in ready to fuck someone up, and she ends up getting ambushed and cutting some dude in the face, which I don't remember. I don't remember his name.
Oh,
but
shit.
I think she gets pinned by like Manny and the pregnant girl. I don't remember her name. Either.
Yeah, because Nora hits Tommy.
Okay.
Nora hits Tommy with the gun, which was fucking brutal.
Fucking nuts. And it's at that point we see Joel get finished off. Yeah. And Ellie's destroyed by this, and especially since everything that happened the night before, they got into an argument, and
right, yeah, and like we don't even know their relationship was strained at that time.
Nope.
Like
and we don't get
they're cool.
Yeah, and we don't get complete answers until literally the end of the game.
I pick up on it because how she was acting towards him, like the fact that she didn't want him to help with the whole situation that had happened the night before.
Yeah, because Jesse explains that a little bit,
exactly.
Right? Like, and you push Joel, and then she like kind of brushes it off or some shit.
Yeah. That was something that I picked up in the beginning, because I was a teenager once too, but
That's fair.
That was when I figured that something had happened, and they weren't fucking with each other like that.
Okay. Did you? We'll get back to this later, like because we'll go down the timeline. But did you think that what the reason of why they weren't fucking with each other? Like, did you think that off rip? Because I damn sure didn't.
No, I did not at all. I thought it had something to do with her sexuality.
That's what I thought. That's incredibly what I thought, because yeah, that's exactly what I thought, because from the trailer, it looked like, you know, she was talking to Jesse a little bit, and then the whole Dina thing happened. So that's what I thought at first, and I was kind of like, damn, don't make Joel no fucking homophobe. Like, I didn't want that. I was like, damn, don't do that.
I would have never expected that Joel to be a homophobe like that.
Me neither. And I was like, damn, don't do that. Don't do that. But
and that's where my life experiences has had me not thinking that at all. Because as a father, I wasn't thinking that Joel would resent Ellie in any way, especially since he already lost his child.
True.
And especially since I think we do find out that pretty early on that Joel defends Ellie in that moment against the barkeep. The bartender, I mean. Or the owner of the bar, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, because when Jesse talks about it in the when Ellie during the first walkthrough, I remember because they tried to allude it, and I think they tried to like kind of play on that a bit because they didn't say what happened, and you don't really find out everything that happened to the very end. Like, you don't find out what the old guy called Ellie, like, or Dina at that point. You don't know like why Joel defended Ellie. So it was caught on all like, you know, I'm just thinking like, you know, some shit like he may have called it like the C word or the B word or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought.
And that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. And of course, Joel reacted how you should react as either a father, an older brother, or even a man.
A man, a guardian.
A man who has like a best friend who's a female.
Right.
Should react.
Exactly.
Right. Any decent human man.
And yeah, we find out that Joel's gone and it's early in the game, and I'd like to applaud Naughty Dog for once again within the first 30 minutes of a game taking me on this emotional roller coaster
yet again.
And we're still in the fucking prologue.
Yeah, we're all in the prologue. We haven't even started the game.
Nope. And shout out to Naughty Dog again. And
they teach you how to crouch when you in the mansion at Ellie. Like,
hey, Rob, like, I just learned how to quick throw. What are you talking about? Someone's dead already. Real quick, do we want to do
no pills at all?
Do we want to address the to the voice actress of Abby at this point? Or are we doing that on I can't remember? I think you said Near Mint News you wanted to do it.
We could, let's do that on Near Mint News. We could do that right now.
All right,
that shit pissed me off, dude. Oof, I forgot about
it up
that.
real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Jesus Christ. Max, you might get a lot of notifications.
Or do you want to go through the game first and then
bring it up at
that as a wrap up, like in wrap ups?
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Like feeling from wrap ups and shit. Okay.
38.
We can definitely do that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Okay. So after that, we go into Joel's house. We wake up. We get back into Jackson.
Right.
We go into Joel's apartment where we find a lot of heartbreaking things.
Yeah.
We find Joel's possessions. We find a picture of Joel and his daughter.
Yeah.
And
we only go there for one thing. Or two things.
Which are
the gun.
Yes.
The gun. She also took the jacket, I think, but
Max,
the gun
behind you.
Hold on 1 second. What's up? Hello? 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 Okay. We good? Never mind.
Okay.
She takes the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She takes a gun and she goes to get the watch and his jacket.
Okay.
Yeah, the watch and the jacket, right.
And is it now that we find out that Jesse already left, or is it right after this?
No, Tommy leaves.
leaves.
Tommy, not Jesse. Tommy, yeah.
Oh yeah, because Dina calls Ellie downstairs, and Maria's down there with the note that Tommy left.
Okay.
And I guess we did miss a big step. Ellie and Tommy have a discussion that Ellie wants to go, and Tommy was the one that tried to
stop him.
Try to stop her from going, but now it's flipped the next day, where we found out that Tommy's wife, Maria,
Maria,
right?
Maria.
Maria. Tommy's wife, Maria, lets Ellie know that Ellie and Dina know that Tommy did leave, and she grants them permission to go as well,
like
in order to bring back Tommy in a way.
Exactly.
Like or at least to help Tommy finish the mission.
Like they weren't about to do that already, but
exactly. But at least they didn't have to sneak out. You know, she was able to give them the horse.
Yeah. But there was one condition: they had to bring back Tommy alive.
Correct. Very true. And I think now, and shout out to Dina for being ride or die-ish.
Word.
Yep.
You know,
I want to talk about that in the next part because.
Yeah. Let's hop right into it because at this point we're just going to Seattle.
Yeah, and, we're going right to Seattle.
Yeah, we're going right to Seattle.
Yeah, we got the gate, and then open that bitch.
Yeah, they got to get the fuel. So Ellie and Dina at this point are searching for clues to find out who they were. Well, no, we find out that they're called wolves.
Yep, wolves.
And now
this is the first of 3 factions we find out.
Yeah,
the first. Yeah, yeah, wolves right now. We'll go step by step, but wolves is the first of 3 factions we see. Right off rip, because Fireflies disbanded and.
Correct.
Whoever was left from the Fireflies
either went into the Wolves or
at this point we think that they went to the Wolves.
Right.
Yes.
And and we're exploring Seattle at this point.
Exactly.
Correct. Yeah.
I want to go main story points. I know we
got to talk about like the
we did. Yeah, exactly. We did things in game that we don't really need to talk about.
You know, you search through Seattle. I don't think there's anything noticeable about that. Just finding clues and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We end up at Eastbrook Elementary.
Right. Oh, the horse dies. That's the next biggest thing.
Yeah.
They get captured.
Shit, what was the horse's name?
Shimmer.
I was going Sparkle. Shimmer is the name, yes. And that was so Dina gets blown away from the explosion that kills Shimmer.
Right.
Yes. And fucking the next bro, this whole elementary school part, bro, it just brought back Last of Us 1. That was it. That was Last of Us 1 for me.
Yeah, this gave me the stress of Last of Us 1.
Absolutely.
Right,
yeah. 1,000%. 1,000%. Where we at? Ellie is captured, and Dina saves her.
And I think at this point is where I realized Dina is a real one.
Yeah, Dina real.
And that solidified my love for Dina, and she got added to the Ellie and Clementine roster at that point in this point in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. Dina cool.
Yeah, so Dina hops up on the roof and hits some dudes with the blicky and
falls through the roof.
Yeah.
And she's in a tussle or whatever, and then Ellie's able to break free, and then kill the person, and then I think
that's the dude who got cut in the face.
That's the dude who got sliced in the face, right.
And at this point, and mind you, we're still in the first maybe 2 hours of the game. 2 hours,
for sure.
And the tension that they so greatly build up. I don't want to sound like I'm fucking like slobbing on their knobs or whatever, but Jesus Christ, we see Dina getting attacked in the background while we're spamming. I want to say it was triangle, whatever button
Square,
it was,
square.
To pick up the
glass and cut the fucking rope.
right.
And it's like, God,
At
damn.
that moment, like you said, it's like we gotta save Dina. It's kind of like you get that like, oh shit, like this is Dina now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like after this, we do kill the dude who's trying to kill Dina, and that's the guy who I'm pretty sure I don't remember. I don't remember.
I think it is the person who got sliced in the face.
Yes, and
Because I think that's why he captured Ellie, because he remembered with her or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. That, and they're always on 100. The Wolves, for some
always
reason.
on 100. Yeah.
Don't make
always
no type of sense.
Yeah, that shit's whack.
It
makes sense later.
Later, yeah.
Yeah.
We got I know we find out that we need to head to the TV station at the radio station at this point. After we escape elementary school to find
Leah.
Yes. Yeah, to find Leah, because there's pictures in the dude's
Leah sent some nudes to the dude.
Yeah. Right. And then that's where you find out how to get to that Leah is in the radio station.
Absolutely. What I want to know is if she handed those pictures over or she sent them. Because now they don't have the USPS anymore, right? There's no guarantee that the package is going to stay closed the whole time.
She probably, like,
you know what I'm saying? So, like,
gave it to him, and, like, he took them when he went on patrol.
I feel like she gave them to somebody.
I think that's what it was.
As a letter, right? To give to him. But, you know, he looked through the letter. You know, you see some news, you're going to keep some of them at this point. Because, you know, it's post-apocalyptic, dog. So, you got some naked pictures just chilling out in the ether.
Oh, my God.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You are more than likely wrong, but possibly right. I
could be right, bro. I could be right. I'm going with I'm right.
I decided I'm gonna just not answer.
Okay, it's a good answer.
I'm not answer.
Good answer.
Man, whoever she gave him to was UPS on the real.
Yo, word.
Penis.
Word. Kept a little bit.
United Penis Service. He kept them shit.
Yo, word. So we do find our camp early on in Seattle day one. We do a lot. We end up at the TV station.
Right.
And I think this is the point where we find out about, well, we get our first hints at the scars, because there is people who are hung.
Yes, people who are hung
at the TV station.
In the TV station, correct. Yeah.
And we see that there is, Ellie quickly realizes that this is not Jesse who did this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or no, she thinks Tommy's out here. She doesn't know Jesse's out here.
I'm keep saying
right.
Tommy. Yeah. She instantly realizes that this is not Tommy. Right. And so I keep fucking saying Tommy. I mixed them up in the game too.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh my, every fucking second. And it kind of foreshadows that there's another group that we need to be worrying about. Right. Not that, and I think we found out early on, like in the trailers and shit, that there's more factions besides the Fireflies that we fuck with. And
the Wolves are talking about a lone male intruder.
Yes.
Or a lone male trespasser or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's
or
exactly
whatever the fuck.
No, at first they think that they're scars, but then they clear it up and say that it's a trespasser.
Yes, a lone male trespasser, right?
Exactly.
We get to the theater, which is going to be our camp. Is that a safe spot to jump to? I don't think there's anything that comes up after. Anything really that comes up after the fucking TV station.
No, just a flashback.
This is don't forget
birthday flashback.
That's after.
And
That's after the
and
theater.
yeah, that's a,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
And don't forget that we also get introduced to a new type of infected, or that Seattle has different types of infections.
okay.
Infected.
Do we see the
The
do we
Yeah.
see the new one already?
Yeah, I believe we are introduced to the bloater, or the no, not the bloater.
Not the
But
bloater.
no, we knew the bloater from last time. We're introduced to the
S, something with an S.
something with an S, the Shambler.
Shambler. Okay.
Because they find themselves in the tunnels. Oh, and I
yes.
believe in these tunnels is when Dina finds out that Ellie is actually immune, right?
Is that now or is that a little bit later?
No, that's now. That's definitely now because
Okay.
at the theater, that's where it solidifies the fact.
Yeah.
So Dina finds out that Ellie's actually immune because she cracks her gas mask,
Right.
fighting one of these dudes, or a clicker. A clicker was,
Yeah.
and
And when they fall,
yeah, Dina goes to give up her mask. Like, we could share mine, which is not a thing because
yeah.
these
What a real one though.
exactly.
Like, you know, real one for that.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie
Like,
quickly shuts that shit down.
I don't
Ellie
know how she was gonna do that.
Ellie quickly shut that shit down. She was like, "No! You're gonna die! You're gonna die! I told you, bitch. I'm immune."
I wasn't fucking kidding at all.
I'm not lying. Like,
And yeah, it's things like this that allowed me to excuse shit that happens with Dina afterwards. Because Dina is the love is who Ellie loves. Dina does at that point. We realized that not Abby.
Dina.
Dina is quite a critical character in the story.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As far as becoming Ellie's love interest and Ellie's savior at this point.
Exactly.
Right.
And then we go into the fucking birthday gift flashback, which is personally my favorite part of the game.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah,
this is a great part of the game. But I want to run it back real quick.
It might not be my favorite part, but it's my second favorite part.
Because I want to talk about what we just found out, because that's the point where we find out that this chick Dina is actually pregnant, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, at the theater, yeah.
It is.
Now, she already smoked weed.
Which and in the tunnels, I was getting vibes from her like something was wrong.
Absolutely.
I thought she got bit.
I thought she got bit also.
Too.
That could have been an alternate like timeline they had written, and like, you know, they wanted you to think that. But yo, when I found out she was pregnant, I was like, this bitch done left the whole village talking about, oh, I might be late. Like, come on, bro.
No, you know what? No, you're giving that point or wherever you are. I take it as she saw something wrong with her, and she still chose to help Ellie out.
I understand that. But
I'm half and half because I see both points, because I'm like, okay, I feel like if you on such an important mission, it's good to be like, okay, you got backup, because nobody else was willing to go at the time until we find out later.
Yeah,
true.
But it's like, I guess you know, she didn't know she was pregnant. She was late, and she knew she was late, but you know, she didn't know she was 100% pregnant. And at that point, such an important mission could have just been fucked from the gate.
Yeah.
Like, you could have just been fucked from the gate. Like if I know something's wrong with me, then I'm not gonna go on such an important mission. You know what I mean? But,
true.
So I definitely get both sides for sure.
But this is the point where we find out that Ellie's not gonna stop.
No,
she needs to get her revenge.
It's a reoccurring thing. Sure.
and it kind of was a throwback to not throwback. It was kind of nostalgic to, which is a throwback as well. Sorry. It was a big nostalgia moment to when in Last of Us 1, Joel gets impaled and we have to set out to find medication for Joel by ourselves.
Oh
And
yes.
it was us playing
Yeah.
Ellie alone again.
Yo, and shout out Ellie, bro. That switchblade is a
Yeah,
lifesaver.
that Switchblade was OP. That
Oh
Switch
yeah.
was OP.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
100%.
I I would have died like 1,000 times without that switchblade.
Fact.
Shit, I died 1,000 times with the switchblade. So.
I'm definitely happy they added that just for gameplay sake, because making shivs in the first game was annoying as fuck, yo.
And
Absolutely.
we'll get into that again.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
It didn't
god.
leave it. It didn't leave the game, but golly.
So, Mark, the fact that you see both sides is crucial because, like, I did see both sides while I was playing, but like later on, it's like, really, bitch, because, because
Yeah.
like, nah,
She gets
No,
pretty
you're right. You're right.
like, yeah. Not well. Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna walk that back because I don't think she does. I don't think she does.
I don't think she realizes it or how quick, because you gotta realize, like, it does take time to get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when was the last time that she had, relations with Jesse?
There's that, and it's not always they have sex a week later. You find out you might be pregnant. There's women have symptoms that, you can think that you're pregnant, but it's not always that.
False pregnancies.
Exact and false symptoms, I guess.
False symptoms, yeah.
Now, do I like the fact that she went? Absolutely, because you would have been dead without her. Do I like the fact that she stayed? Absolutely not. Do I feel she probably wouldn't have made it back to Jackson by herself? No, she wouldn't have. Dina would have died by herself. So
I'm gonna combat that, but way later.
okay.
I'm gonna combat that second point you made, but way later.
Wait. Okay.
I'm gonna combine your first point and your second point. And yeah, I'm gonna combine your first point and your second point. But just know I'm planning to shut that down.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is also where we find out that Ellie has. Oh, I think I said that already. That Ellie has an undying need or a thirst for vengeance.
Yes.
That she's not going back. Like, she could say she's going back a million times, but she's not going back.
Right.
And then
That's very true.
And then we move forward to the birthday gift flashback, which
Just such a great moment.
Which I don't know how you guys did it, but you could put the helmet on and get into the thing.
Yeah, that's what I did. Did you also jump off the dinosaur?
Yes.
Yeah, you can climb the dinosaur too.
Hell yeah.
I was watching gameplays that people weren't jumping off the dinosaur, and I was like,
Tighten up, bro. That's the best part. That's the first thing I did. That's the first thing I did.
Shit, I was like, hell yeah. But yeah, I put the helmet on. I climbed the dinosaur.
Exactly.
You put the hat on Joel?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I put the hat on
Chris
everybody.
Chris didn't put the hat on Joel.
You did it?
I feel like I did.
Yo, he did it.
Nah, I definitely did.
That's funny.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna check your trophies, Chris. That's a trophy. I'm gonna check a trophy.
Is it?
Yeah.
If it's a trophy, I might have.
I might. Yeah, I loved that flashback, and it shows how much that Joel really loved Ellie and paid attention to her, because Ellie had a huge love for space and the planets, and she wanted to be an astronaut.
Right.
And Joel really catered to that, and that was a great move on Joel's side.
Yeah, it really was. Then we get reintroduced to bloaters, right?
Fuck them
Bloaters.
shits.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, wait, no, I'm lying. That's
Was
later.
it there? Wherever it's at, fucking bloaters, bro.
Yeah, fucking
It was
bloaters.
no,
That's
actually
definitely
it was a lot later. It was a lot later.
A lot later. Yeah, that's definitely later. My bad.
Because I remember saying like, "Damn, bro, why are there no bloaters?" And I was like, towards the end of, I want to say towards the ends of the first half of the game.
Yeah.
Max, is that a hidden trophy?
I think like all the trophies are hidden.
No.
Most of them are. Yeah, most of them are. And
I didn't
would
I
be a
didn't
hidden
know
trophy.
that we were wrong.
It would be a
Yeah.
hidden trophy for sure.
Okay, so then yes, I didn't do it.
This
Fuck.
guy, bro.
I put it on all the dinosaurs. Did you guys do that?
Guy. Yeah.
And I think now we're in day 2.
Yeah. After that, we get into day 2 of Seattle. Day 2. Yep.
Right, of Ellie.
Yep. And this is basically picking up after we decide that we're gonna
Go up.
continue to try to find Tommy on our own without Dina.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what Ellie says to Dina, but deep down we know she's going to go find Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because that's how she justifies it to Dina. She's like, I gotta go find Abby because that's where Tommy's gonna be. I gotta go find Abby because that's where Tommy's gonna be. And lo and behold, on our way to find Tommy, because we're in Hillcrest now, we find
Jesse.
Jesse.
So we meet
Jesse.
This is actually where the bloaters get introduced, because you find you do the other flashback where you find the guitar strings that the music plays.
Ooh, yes, the fuck that bloater, bro.
Yeah,
because this was in like the regular bloater, or I don't know, maybe
this motherfucker steroided up, yo.
In Last of Us 1, in Last of Us 1, since you were Joel fighting the bloater, he wasn't that hard. But since when you're Ellie fighting a bloater, he fucking you up,
difficult.
bro.
It's difficult. It is difficult. It definitely is.
And this is also where we find out that Ellie still hasn't told anybody else her secret about her being immune, and that Joel is making her wear her mask when she's not in public, but like still public.
Yeah,
and all that shit.
Like she don't want to be like, he was like, what happens if you get seen or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And
Correct.
Which is true.
Shout out to masks, because how can a fucking 13-year-old girl wear her mask, and these grown ass fucking people can't wear their mask in public?
Hey, shout out to Florida.
Florida fucking up.
Hey, real quick, I think we missed a key point that we do get introduced to another enemy, one of the new enemies called the Stalker, and I believe that is.
Is that now?
I believe that's now.
Oh, the Stalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the Stalkers are now when we get to Hillcrest.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
As much as I hated the Stalkers, I think they were a great addition to the game.
Yes.
They added so many layers to the game for me. Like, I was scared as fuck. I was always on the look for a Stalker, because you can't always just listen for them unless they're already running. And I thought that was really cool.
Do we also get introduced to dogs at this point?
I want to say yes, because
there was a dog in Jackson.
We didn't fight one though.
No. We have found dogs at when the school, at the elementary school.
Okay.
They had dogs at the elementary school. But
okay, yeah. So another enemy type.
Exactly.
Right. Another enemy type.
Which
I do like how they keep introducing enemy types. I did like that.
I did like that too. How much did it hurt you guys to fight the dogs?
At first, a little bit, because I tried to be stealth.
Yeah.
Then once I think I had to like restart the same scenario like for the 4th time, and I was like, all right, these dogs gotta go. I was like, these dogs, like, yo.
Okay, so the first time I fought a dog, I threw a brick at that motherfucker. You ain't coming to find me. I'm gonna smack you with this brick.
Fair.
And I'm gonna put to work with you with this pistol. All right, hit you with the blicky.
All right.
So that dog did not stand a chance. I was coming for you. You was gonna kill me. So it's a different post-apocalyptic mindset that I had playing the game. All right.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to 100% be stealth for the majority of the game. I did. I tried to 100% be stealth for the majority of the game. There were some times where I was
I
like,
did too.
blazing, but
I did too. But it came a point to where you trying to be stealthy would hurt the mission.
yeah. Indeed.
Or these motherfuckers were learning.
Yeah. And trust me, you know I know about some AI learning stealth.
Exactly.
You know, and there also I do like this is off gameplay wise, but I do like that some of the missions or whatever would only progress if you started running. Like all the enemies will start coming out of nowhere, and like you have to run past like scenarios and shit. That was cool. But they'd be like, "Oh, I see her," and then like you got to start booking. That was dope. I like that.
Yeah.
What I didn't like is if you did a mission stealthily and didn't kill everybody,
hit the jackal switch.
You couldn't get out unless everybody was far as fuck away from that door that you were trying to get through.
Yes. Oh my god. Because once you hold that triangle, you getting choked and shit. I'm like,
hey, let me just say that I would love to relate, but I got into passing one enemy in stealth and failed, so I just went in guns blazing.
Every time?
I was every single time I tried to go stealth, I was like, you know what? This isn't Metal Gear Solid. I'm just throwing hands.
Throwing hands.
I am just gonna throw hands at this point.
Blame you.
If I die, I die.
So where we at now? We're at
we just did finding strings. So she finds the strings.
This is faction.
Yeah. The new faction being the Seraphites, which are also known as the Scars.
The Scars.
Right. Because we're headed towards the hospital at this point.
Yep.
Exactly. Where we are going to find Nora.
Yeah.
Because
I'll say that about her when I get to that point, but there's a big mind fucking moment for me because I hadn't played the DLC for Last of Us 1. At the Nora part, there was a part that fucked me up, but that's not really important to the story at this point.
What happened?
Yeah,
or you bring it up later.
Yeah, I'll say it when we get to like that actual part when we're fucking with Nora.
Okay. I think that I think so.
I think
Ellie gets to the Ellie gets to the hospital, and she does find Nora.
Okay.
In the vent.
All right. All right.
By the way,
in that case, shout out to what?
Shout out to Ice Cube, by the way.
What I miss? Ice Cube.
She was bumping Ice Cube in the.
Oh, was it Ice Cube?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It was today. Was a good day. Yeah, she was.
You're 100% right.
Yeah. So shout out to that.
So
I'm surprised they got the rights for that shit, bro.
And I hadn't played the DLC for Last of Us 1, and I know that the DLC for Last of Us 1 we're playing is Ellie, and she's with her original love interest.
Right.
And I want to say she dies in that DLC, but I don't know because I never played it.
Yes, she does.
And
I never played it either.
And I thought Nora was the girl from that DLC originally in the trailer that came out that shows Ellie confronting her.
See, and this is why.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is why the fact that I played them so quickly and so quickly and close together that I didn't have the same mindset that you had. She talks about that in Last of Us 1. I believe they find the arcade thing that they fuck around with in Last of Us 1, saying that this chick knew the whole game front to back, and
it's also in Last of Us 1. It's also alluded when Ellie gets mad at Joel for leaving her, and she's like, I lost people too. That's who she's referencing. Well, one of the people she's referencing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's my fault for not playing the fucking DLC for that game, but
or having a good memory like me.
Tighten up.
Tighten. Yo, fuck both of y'all, all right? Fuck both of y'all.
Hey, we're here to pod today, all right?
No, we're not. We're here to discuss a video game. We're not potted. All right?
We're part of the game.
Mark going viral on Twitter. You're not coming at me.
We got a pod thing right there. We got a pod thing over there. So I don't know. We podding, dog.
Bro, you're bringing the next fucking chapter.
So we chase Nora through the hospital.
Yes.
Nora falls into the spore infested area of the hospital.
Maskless.
Ellie, there we go. Maskless. Ellie continues to chase her. In one of and then we get the cutscene where Nora looks and sees that we're immune and realizes that we are the one that comes up later.
Yep.
We're that girl, or as Nelly said, you're her, or as Nora said, you're her. And this is probably in my top 5 favorite scenes because it was just shot beautifully.
Absolutely.
Where it was in the red and you saw Ellie's rage come up. Oh my god. And also, shout out to Nora for being a real one. I gotta say.
Oh yeah.
She still didn't give it up. She didn't give up no information.
Yes, she did. None that you've seen.
She did beat it out of her. She did beat it out of her. You're right.
She tortured the shit out of Nora.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, she did. She did get her to tell.
But
she wasn't trying to.
At first,
yeah, word.
Definitely, she was a real one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nora in the first half.
In the first half, you had us in the first. You know,
because it cut out.
Yeah, and then when she gets back to Dina, she's like, "How'd you find out?" And she's like, "I got somebody. I beat it out of her, or some shit like that."
Yeah,
I got her to tell me. Right.
And that's when we find out where Abby's going. Is that where we find out where Abby's going?
Where Abby's at.
Abby's at, okay.
And that's the aquarium.
But,
shit.
But we're going to put a pin in that because this is where Abby is going, not where she is at this point. Because we find that's actually a fucking big ass skip. So skipping out all Abby shit. Fuck that. No. I'm not gonna, we find out that she's going to the aquarium, she's not at the aquarium. So we still don't know exactly where Abby is at.
Right. Yeah. As Ellie, we just know that Abby resides at the aquarium. So in Ellie's mind, Abby is currently at the aquarium.
And boy does us getting there give us an amazing scene. Not only before we get into that, the ocean in Last of Us 2 was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
But we're swimming through this ocean and we finally reach the aquarium. Does anything happen?
She means that. Does she reconnect? Do they reconnect with Jesse?
Jesse's already there. We meet Jesse at Hillcrest.
Oh yeah. And Jesse finds out that Dina's pregnant or has suspicions.
Okay. Yeah, we do run into we do reconnect with Jesse.
Now Jesse's back at the theater.
The theater, yeah.
And he continues with you to find Tommy. And then once again, Ellie's rage and vengeance shows up where they split. Jesse goes to, because Jesse overhears the wolves talking about the lone male trespasser, which they now understand is Tommy because back in the early game, the lone male trespasser was
Jesse,
actually referring to Jesse.
Okay. And
then you find Jesse, of course. You guys go back to the theater, and then now the lone male trespasser is Tommy. And now Jesse goes to find Tommy, and Jesse and Ellie have a little disagreement where Ellie goes towards the boat to go to the aquarium, and Jesse goes to recover Tommy.
And let me say now that my money was on Jesse. I mean, on Ellie at that point.
Oh yeah,
My money was on Jesse. Hasn't shown me what he can do at that point.
That's fair.
yeah.
Ellie has been doing shit since she was fucking a preteen.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah, 1000%.
So, and I don't know. Ellie's just not one to fuck with, and we learned that throughout the game too. That she's able to hold her own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of the game.
Especially, yep.
Especially at the end of the game.
Or towards the end of the game, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so Nora is dead. We're going to the aquarium.
Correct. Right.
So we get to the aquarium. We run into. At first, we run into a dog in which we kill.
Right. At first.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that came back and fucked me up later on.
It did. It got to me.
Why?
It got to me. We'll come back to that.
We'll talk about it when we get there. When we get there.
Abby part, we'll come back to it.
Oh, that's an Abby part? Okay.
Yeah. We find a man and a woman who we get into an altercation with.
Right, and that we know them as the people in the beginning.
Yep.
Which is Owen
and Mel.
Right.
Yes.
Who keep going because
yeah. Not yet. Yeah.
We get into an altercation with them. Ellie being I want to say reactionist that she gets into a fight with them. She fucks them up and kills both of them.
Using a tactic that Joel used.
Correct.
In the first one.
Right. Yeah. Which is I like that parallel because Joel used that tactic to find Ellie.
Exactly.
And now Ellie is using that tactic to find Abby.
Joel's killer.
Who killed Joel, right.
And she kills Mel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Joel learned that from Tommy, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Because remember in earlier when Dina was like when they found the first numbers in the radio station, and Dina was like, "You think Tommy did this?" And Ellie Ellie was like, "I know Tommy did this because Tommy done worse." And then she explains the tactic that Joel used in the first game that Ellie is using right now, which is dope.
Ellie kills both of them.
Correct.
Only to find out that she killed a pregnant woman.
Right.
And I think at that point, if she wasn't already fucked up from Joel being murdered, that really set it off in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Especially knowing because Dina's pregnant. That was a big.
Yeah, that's a big turning point for her because she's seeing it as, oh my God, this could have been Dina.
Yes.
And that was big. That was big for Ellie, and that's where we end. We get
Jesse and Tommy finds Ellie.
Yes.
And then they go back to the theater.
Yep. And
with Jesse.
Well, it cutscenes to the theater.
Yeah, it cutscene goes to the theater.
Because now we're Abby.
Okay.
Well,
so we get the scene at the theater. I got it, Chris. We get the scene at the theater, and we hear a commotion. And as we run out, it's one of my heartbreaking moments in the game. We run out it's Ellie and Jesse run out, and Jesse gets shot in the face, and that's where we lose Jesse, and we see Abby there, ready to fuck shit up, and
fucking
she
holding Tommy hostage.
Yep,
big
and
ass chick, bro. Oh my God, how have we not talked about how big this chick is?
We're getting there.
Yeah,
and she says that Ellie pleads for Tommy's life, and she's like, "You killed my friends," and black screen. I think we hear a gunshot.
Yeah, well, you hear a gunshot, okay. And then it's black screen.
And then it's black screen. We get the flashback
on high.
Like, yes, especially with fucking Ellie in that situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That shit fucked me up.
I was like, I'm gonna cuss y'all out. Like,
yeah. And then we get into the Abby flashback where I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed at this point because I was like, "Yo, they're gonna make me play. They're gonna make me at all.
Fam, I don't give no fucks about this girl. Please get me out of this."
See, and then let's talk about the reviews real quick. This is where I feel people started to review it as and start giving it bad reviews on like Metacritic and shit, because they've been review bombing this shit for a minute now.
Yes, sir. Since they opened up the shits for it,
Which it makes no goddamn sense. This game is fucking beautiful.
It's just we're gonna get into people later, but it's just fucking people pissing me the fuck off, yo. And honestly, if you're a person who review bombs shit just because you disagree with some shit, like you're fucking trash for that.
100%, 100%.
Like you're fucking so trash for that.
Absolutely.
Now
we're in Abby's flashback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're in Abby's flashback. Where her and the dad is she's looking for her dad, and then you find a little animal, like the animal stuck in the thing and shit, and then not important to be honest, but you get an introduction on who Abby used to be and what she used to look like, and her dad.
Her dad, and then at the end of that, you find out that her dad is the
doctor.
The doctor.
Yep.
That was going to operate on Ellie in the first game that Joel killed.
Who
at the end of the first game.
Who what this whole part fucked me up because he went through all that the trials and tribulations to save a zebra. Right? One zebra. But he was ready to kill Ellie.
I think it goes to show. I think what they tried to do was show that he looks at the bigger picture. Like he doesn't just, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't just like, he's still a good person. And like, to be honest, killing Ellie would have ended in a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically, like, you know, he crunched the numbers, he did the research at the hospital and stuff like that, and realized that it like killing like Ellie would have made a cure for like humanity.
Yeah, but like there had to be some type of way to do this without killing her.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I mean,
we're like, it's also an apocalypse. You don't have access to the advancements of the medical field that you would have had before the apocalypse. Like before the apocalypse, 1,000%. But
you're barely have electricity at this point.
Shit. Yeah, you're dealing with broken machines. It's hard for you to find medical tools in general, let alone.
See, they were inside of a hospital.
So was Nora, and look what happened with that. It was a whole infection.
Oh, we fucking
No, if you're thinking about, what are you thinking about?
No, I'm thinking about the other one. Yeah, you're right.
Because that might be Abby.
Yeah, it is Abby.
Yeah.
We get her flashback where, like you guys said, she goes with her dad. She's looking for her dad. Her and her dad saved the animal, which is a zebra.
Right.
Zebra.
The zebra.
The man of Medin.
And we find out that Abby has a thing for Owen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Owen,
which we already had we already kind of had an idea of that.
Yeah.
And Owen has a thing for Abby.
Correct.
Yes. So we get back to the stadium, which is where the Wolves faction is. Mm-hmm. One of the Wolves bases is where Abby stays.
How'd y'all feel about seeing like the dad die and shit? How'd y'all feel about that? Like, especially after that part is playing Abby. Like, how'd y'all feel like? Because it was hard to, like, I was still upset, but it was like
seeing her dad die.
Yeah, I was still pissed at Abby, but I was like,
Honestly, after a certain point in the beginning of the game, I had a feeling that the dad was the doctor was her dad, because I was like, why would she be so mad about what's going
Joel.
on?
Okay.
About what Joel, about what Joel was doing.
See,
Right.
my thing
So I had
is,
that idea pretty early on.
I thought it was as Abby was the leader of the little Firefly group. Um,
Mm,
she could have either been mad that Joel killed Marlene, I think her
yeah,
name
Marlene.
was.
Okay.
Yep.
Um, or
Joel didn't kill Marlene though.
yes, she did.
Yeah, he did.
She was infected. No, he didn't just kill her.
He killed her. He shot her.
No, but Marlene was the homie. Marlene is who gave Ellie to Joel and the girl.
No, the black girl,
No,
the Firefly leader.
Yeah, she's the one who gave Ellie.
no, I think Chris might be right,
At the
because
end of the
because
game,
at the cutscene when you go down the stairs after picking up Ellie and you bust
Uh-huh.
open the door, Marlene's in the parking lot with the gun. Am I correct on that?
I didn't
Yeah.
play that game in 7
Yeah,
years.
yeah, Marlene, yeah, same. But Marlene's in the parking lot with the gun, and I think she's like either like think about what you're about to do, or like don't do this, or some shit like that.
I gotta rewatch that.
Or I can't
Your
let you
video,
go, or some shit like that. Something along those lines. But
your
she
video.
was hurt. She was hurt because she was holding her side like this.
Okay.
I remember that. Or was she already on the ground hurt when he opened the door?
I honestly do not remember. I'm confusing Marlene with the girl that Joel was already traveling with. That's what I'm doing.
the redhead Tessa.
Tessa.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't remember if Marlene. I know Marlene was hurt, but I don't remember if she was lying on the floor next to the door or holding the gun, trying to stop Joel as a last piece of defense.
So Marlene had the gun, and
Who I was right about.
Right.
oh my god. Yeah. So Marlene was Marlene had the gun. She was trying to stop Joel, and I believe she ended up putting the gun down. And Joel had a gun, but under Ellie.
Right. Correct.
And then that's when she got shot and killed.
Right.
So I thought she had something to do with Marlene. I thought Abby was, just she was young to the point where I thought maybe she was,
She like looked up to Marlene. Marlene was like a mother figure. Right.
Exactly. Which would have been another thing they could have done, but the writers, they went the right way with it.
Yeah. Cool thing. Yeah.
The fact that you find out that not only is the first doctor that got shot her dad, but like god damn, the fact that he tried to defuse the situation,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah. And now then I think we
go to the stadium.
we're at she wakes up, right?
Yeah. So Abby wakes up.
That whole flat Manny wakes her up. That whole flashback thing was
Mhm.
like a dream, right? Or a nightmare, I would say.
Yes.
And now you're a part of the Wolves.
Yes.
And I took I was binging the game before that point, and I was like, let me take a break from this game because I'm mad as fuck that I have to play as Abby again.
Yeah.
At that point, I was mad because not only did Abby kill Joel, Abby killed Jesse.
Right.
And in my mind, Abby killed Tommy.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. I thought the same.
Because she had Tommy at gunpoint.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had to force myself
to play
the game at this point, because I told Mark I was mad as fuck that they had me playing the person that killed Joel.
Yeah, same.
And that was before I knew that you get to play her for the fucking second half of the game.
Yeah, I'm thinking you just one little flashback.
Mm-hmm.
We back to Ellie and we scrapping in the theater.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
No. Them motherfuckers said, "Oh, You don't like Abby? Well, guess what?
Here's
I'm
this.
gonna give you some Abby with your Abby.
N-
like, shit.
So,
But as you guys will find out in the next couple of minutes, my feelings for Abby completely changed. But let's get into Abby's story.
Abby's story indeed. We find out we do the flashback with we meet Isaac.
mhm.
Yes.
We meet Isaac, and then we also get reintroduced to like Mel and Manny. So now we all know where the people in the beginning come from.
Yes.
Yeah.
That they were old fireflies.
That yeah, right. And with that, we do meet Isaac, and
We find out.
we also what happened?
We find out that Isaac is a fucking complete nutcase, just torturing people.
Yeah, right.
For information that he doesn't even need.
Yeah, it was like random shit, like a Jeopardy question. like how you torture somebody for a Jeopardy question. Like, but like then we have the flashback with Owen, where you get introduced to why the aquarium is important.
Yep.
Exactly.
Right.
And we find out that Owen is on the run. Is this where we find out Owen is on the run still? Or?
Yeah, we find that out from Isaac.
Nora tells him.
Okay.
Right?
And,
Nora tells Abby.
No. Isaac tells Abby.
Yeah. Nora tells.
Oh, Isaac tells Abby that that they're not going to look for him.
Right.
Because he stabbed somebody in the face.
Right. Which she found out from Nora.
Yes.
And then that's why Isaac said, "Oh, no secrets within the Salt Lake crew" or something like that, which is referencing that they went to Seattle.
Exactly.
And that they were fireflies from Salt Lake.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what's his name? Owen ended up killing one of his own people to protect a Scar.
Correct. Right.
Which is a little bit more foreshadowing as Abby.
Correct. Right.
Aside from the shit they did to Ellie and Joel, Abby, Owen, and that immediate group of people aren't the worst people.
You said are the worst people?
Are not the worst people.
No, not at all. They're actually like pretty level-headed.
Yeah. And we should I don't know if we said earlier, Owen and Abby are former Fireflies.
Yes. And as we also learned, former relationship. They
lovers.
Were lovers, former lovers,
Lovers in the night.
Right, because we learned from the we learned from the flashback that we learned from the flashback that they still really liked each other, but Abby's drive to get back at Joel kind of stopped that.
Exactly.
Which we're introduced to the love triangle of how Mel got pregnant, and that's due
No,
which is beautiful. Right, which is beautiful because it's literally a direct parallel to Jesse, Dina, and Ellie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how both Ellie and Abby are so bent on revenge that it kind of subsequently ruined technically 2 pregnancies.
Yeah. At the end, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe this is where. How many times do you go to this aquarium? Like 3? Okay, so this is the first time you go to the aquarium.
Twice as Abby, 1 more time as Ellie. No. You're right. 2. Right. Wait. There's twice we go to the island. I mean the aquarium.
Yeah,
I think
I want to say it's 4 times, but I'm probably wrong about that.
No, it's
4. No, it's not 4.
It's
Is it 3?
Well, we got Ellie. We got Abby. We got Abby.
It might be 4 times. It's once it's Ellie, then it's the first time you find it is Abby, then you go back as Abby, then you go back again when you find them dead.
There's. Do you?
Now I'm tripping.
Well, okay, hold on. The first time we see the aquarium is Ellie.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second time we see the aquarium is in the flashback.
Yes.
And the third time we see the aquarium is when we go to find Owen and they talk about what happened.
Yes.
And then the fourth time is when he's dead with Lev.
It might have been even 5 times because you go back and remember because the transsexual, I forgot his name, leaves, and you go to get him, and you come back, and that's when you find out.
No, he listed that one already.
Yeah, that's the third one. That's the third one.
What was the third one?
Because remember, you
go there, flashback.
All right, so I'm gonna read it right off the list.
She gets fucked on the boat. So there's another time missing, and that's without the other people.
That's the third time, and then the fourth time is when everyone's dead. No.
Oh no!
No, you're right. It's 5 times.
All right, so first off, I never disagreed with you. Second off,
you weren't agreeing.
So you got Ellie 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the first flashback. Then you do the hostile territory with the Seraphites and shit. And then you go to the winter visit, which I want to bring up. There's something I want to talk about there. After the winter visit, you got the last one with the transvestite.
After the winter visit.
The winter visit is where
you gotta like shoot the arrows and shit.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. What was your high score? You guys know off rip?
I got the achievement, so 13. I don't remember.
The achievement.
I was like 3. I was like, this guy didn't even get the achievement, bro. Talking about what's your high score, bro. Do not talk to me if you ain't get the trophy. What are you talking about?
No, I had to get it. Okay, I get it. I got it. I just had to make sure that there was an achievement.
Why'd I lie about
it? Easily checkable.
Right?
I wanted to know what was your high score, because
are we back?
No.
I don't think we officially came back. Okay.
What was your high score?
I want to say 15, maybe. I don't remember though. 16?
13.
Oh damn! Fuck y'all. Never mind. Oh, no.
I could be lying though. I really do not remember.
Both y'all lying.
I could be. I honestly could be.
There was 12.
I could be. There was not 12. There was more than 12.
There was 12.
His high score was 12, but you can beat his
high score was 10.
I don't remember. I can't.
It was probably 12. It was probably 12. I only said 13. Wow.
Right? Right? I know I beat the high score by a couple.
Yeah, I definitely beat the high score by a couple. Because the high score was like 10. Or 5 or some weird shit.
I don't remember.
7.
Because I'm confusing it with Final Fantasy 7 remake. Because you play darts in that and you can beat the high score and get a trophy. So I'm confusing what the score was now.
It didn't take a motherfucking picture, or at least it's not showing up on the app.
This nigga liar. All right, well,
what? That's it right there.
I'm fucking with you.
Okay, I'm ready to go back. Where we at?
We're talking how many times we go to the aquarium, and Chris has an exact answer.
Yeah,
I believe. All right, so we'll go off of that. So what time are we at?
156.
All right, 3, 2, 1,
go. All right, so there is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 times you go to the aquarium.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 4 times.
Okay.
You go to the aquarium as Ellie first, Abby 3 times.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, and now we have just did the aquarium flashback we had talked about, and then we got
Is this is the first time you go to the aquarium where you find out about the aquarium, right?
yes,
Okay.
how Owen decides that the aquarium is now his and fuck everybody else.
Right.
Exactly. He not prepared to keep that away from everybody else though. I bet you that.
Right.
So after that, you go through hostile territory as Abby, where the Seraphites, or formerly known as Scars, are trying to kill everybody.
Correct. Right.
Um,
Then it's the winter visit.
then yes, it's the winter visit where you find
Right.
And is that where we find out that Abby and Owen still kind of have a thing for each other?
yes, because Owen claps some cheeks.
That scene was musty.
Yo, word.
Musty, that's the word you want to use? Musty?
That shit was musty. That shit was mad.
Oh my god,
You said
that's
that shit was
too
musty.
real. That's funny. Okay.
She just
Yeah.
Musty
the
ass scene.
only reason why it would have been musty is she just went through a lot to get to that aquarium to find his ass.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that boat stank afterwards.
Yo,
Both of
that
them.
boat. That's
You
why,
know.
that's why she had that nightmare. That
Yep.
shit was
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
Must. How you
That shit-
busting must?
How you busted must?
I can't believe you, Mark. You
Oh.
gonna get us canceled.
All right, so Chris, what was your high score with the
It was must.
So mine was 11. I don't know what it could have been. I know for a fact I missed one because I saw it on the way up. I couldn't find it when I was shooting, and then on the way up the stairs, I found that shit, and I was so fucking mad. Like I got off and went to sleep after that.
and so yours was 11. I definitely got at least 3 over what the high score was.
I'm pretty sure I got. Yeah, I'm sure I got in somewhere. I know I had more than 11.
I need screenshots, guys.
I can't give them to you. I can play the chapter again.
No, well, when you get the trophy, it'll give you a screenshot. No, I mean both of you.
No, you didn't get yours, but I'll check.
Well, it's not on the app. It's probably on the PlayStation. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
you have to with me?
Yeah, we're not gonna do that right now.
Okay,
I ain't no pussy.
This-
I ain't no pussy. Hey, I mean,
So
you guys.
where we at? Where we at? The forest.
Yeah. So now we go to the forest where
She meets 2 new characters.
yes,
Technically 3 new characters.
because
And this
during
was a big one
during the
because well, Chris, go my bad.
during the hostile territory, she gets captured,
Correct. Right.
and then
That's absolutely right. Yeah, and
and
we
then she-
meet the leader of the Scars or Seraphites.
the current leader of the Seraphites,
Right.
because their idol is dead.
Right. Correct.
Also the Seraphites.
And we meet Yara and Lev. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That scene was great too. When,
that was gruesome.
Abby was hanging. When Abby was hanging, that was a great scene.
Absolutely.
Hey, and remember, this is what I wanted to bring up in the future. Who originally shoots down Abby in the trailer? If you guys remember,
I'm sorry.
who originally shoots down Abby in the trailer?
In the
If you guys remember, and that because that was one of the first gameplays we saw from Last of Us 2.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I
And
do not remember though.
Ellie shoots down Abby.
In the trailer?
Or Ellie shoots down whoever's hanging from the tree. We don't see Abby. She might shoot down not Yara, the other one.
Lev.
Whoever was hanging from the tree, Ellie shoots them down. Yeah,
Lev.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And that's who shoots them down. And there was a lot of misdirects in the
trailers.
The trailers on purpose, and I'm happy they did that because I got to this point. I'm like, oh, I already know what's gonna happen. But wait, why would Ellie be saving Abby if Ellie already knows Abby killed Joel? And that's where my head was at, and it fucked me up really, really good because there was no reason for Ellie to be saving Abby at that point.
Well,
yeah,
except to kill her by herself. Except to kill her herself.
Right.
Let me see. I don't want to say I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that.
I didn't watch any of the trailers or stuff. What?
I'm looking at trailers right now. That's that part. You guys keep going.
So, Yara and Lev cut down Abby.
Correct.
And this is where Yara gets her fucking arm bashed in.
Yo, that was fucking poof.
Because
it clipped her wings.
Clipped her wings.
Oof.
And then
my biggest fears right there.
She makes it she's able to make it all the way to the aquarium where Owen and Mel are.
Right. And the dog.
Alice.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Are they there? Yeah.
Yeah. Because Mel and Owen helps with the thing.
Exactly.
Then they got to get to the Then they have to get to the. They got to get to the hospital or the skyscraper. Yeah, the hospital. Yeah. As Abby.
Yes.
Where she meets up with Nora. This is before time. This is before timeline. This is before the timeline of Ellie killing Nora. She meets up with Nora, which is why Nora knew where Abby was. Yo, tighten up. Come on, fam. You staring at the phone. This your video. You staring at the phone. I look like I'm leading the charge right now.
I'm fucking getting the information.
I'm giving it to you.
Speaking of tighten up, I was wrong. The original trailer did show Lev shooting the people who cuts down. Lev shooting the people who captured Abby and Yara.
Oh shit. Okay.
I remember it as
I do remember Ellie being in that scene for some odd reason though.
Yeah.
That's like the Berenstein Bears.
Bernstein Bears? Tighten up, bro.
Nah.
It's Bernstein. It's Bernstein Bears.
It's Berenstein. Well, that's the Mandela effect.
No, it's not.
We're both right and we're both wrong. Haha. No, but
I'm with it.
See, this is I feel like we're missing something. That's why I was looking at my phone.
Nah, because after the winter visit, Abby escapes the forest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Abby escapes the forest with Yara and Lev.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the coast, they go back to the aquarium. They go back to Owen, and Owen is now at the aquarium with Mel and
Thank you. All right, so that's what was fucking me up.
And he wants to go to Santa Barbara.
Exactly.
Right.
And this is also where yo, that's what I sang. The second they said Santa Barbara, I'm like Santa Barbara.
Instantly.
I'm like, you want to go to the crime capital of the world?
Bro, I'm saying, why would you do that?
So that's what was fucking me up. the fact that Abby ends up leaving them to go all the way to the aquarium to find Owen, where the dog and Mel are.
Right. Because she leaves them in the little trailer thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then
Right.
she I don't think Mel is there at first.
I think that's when
Owen
he hooks up with Owen. That's the musty scene.
Yeah.
Because she has the nightmare where she's walking through the hospital and opens the door.
Exactly.
And she sees Yara and Lev hanging.
See, and that's how.
I'm with you.
That's what was fucking me up. That's why I was looking at my phone.
I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. Look, you trying to justify it.
Lying.
I'm serious, bro. Look. Look.
Bro, you can switch the screen. You ain't show us the whole phone the whole time.
Look, I got two things open right now.
You just closed everything, bro. There's no proof.
First off, for me to close everything, I'm closing Chrome by accident. So you got me fucked up.
You're just making stuff up at this point.
Shut up, Max.
Right?
Shut up. Shut up. Just listen.
So now we're at Abby is going back to get Lev and Yara.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Because she has a change of heart.
Well, we should say that when she leaves them in the trailer, she's like, yo, this is a very, very heavily populated area.
For the wolves, right?
Yeah, exactly. And make sure you guys are out before a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then she has that nightmare, and she's like, yo, let me go make sure the homies are okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then this is where she runs into a whole bunch of Seraphites looking for Yara and Lev. And
Correct.
obviously Abby. But Abby's not there.
Right. And then this is where they find out they have to cut off Yara's arm.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's an infection and shit.
Right.
It has compartment syndrome.
Right.
So that's
and then
this is part of the game. Don't you fucking make that face.
Yeah, and then it has to go, and then they have to go to the skyscraper.
Can't stand you, Max.
Which was a great fucking point. That was great, that was a great time frame of gameplay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I fucking love that.
You wouldn't catch my big ass up there though.
Never.
Oh, it's a 2 hours and she won't lose the arm? R.I.P.
R.I.P. Down there. I'm built like Lev, and that boy's 12.
Yo, can we talk about how crazy Lev was, like parkour wise?
Yo,
I'm saying
he was
saying he was on his shit.
Word.
I fucked with Lev. Lev was cool.
I liked Lev and Yara. I like that arc in the story where you see Abby really have a soft side, not only for Scars, who's someone she's supposed to be destined to be pitted against.
Right.
She ends up getting this love for them, and it's like, yo, where did this come from? You're not the same person who, at the beginning of the game, was killing someone we loved from a game that happened before we even knew about you.
Exactly. Right. And all of that came from the relationship between her and Owen. Because she at this point she already knows that Owen was trying to save somebody. That's why he had to kill one of the other guys.
Yep. And I also think that even with Owen and Abby, I also think that Abby started to realize that she was so washed with vengeance on getting Joel that now that was done, she realized like being in the wolves was only to get to that goal, and like going against the Scars wasn't really Abby's fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like she was a Firefly, like she was, or she wanted to be a Firefly, you know, and she was with the Fireflies, like with her dad and stuff like that. And they were built more for, you know, they did some shit too, but they were built more for the bettering of humanity. Yep. So she kind of had that growing up, but the vengeance of Joel, to get revenge on Joel,
was a
like kind of
was also
mess.
yeah.
Right. So she really only joined the Wolves to get strong enough to have that time to go
Bro.
against Joel. But once
And
that was done, what
and
is she really killing Scars for? You know what I mean? It's not her
Absolutely.
fight.
boy, did she get strong. Can we address this real quick?
I thought we did
Yeah.
already.
I don't think we did. I don't think we did.
Yeah.
Abby,
Yo,
yo,
saying
She got swole.
she
She
was
got
an MMA
swole.
champion. That's an MMA
yo,
champion.
exactly,
What?
bro.
I'd be at Buffalo Wild Wings for every one of her fights.
Every single bro.
Like,
First, I'm like, yo, did they fuck up the character design or something? But nah, Abby was just meant to be that chick who was just swole, and I'm like, I'm not mad at it.
Not at
Yeah.
all.
she's big.
And
The boulder.
The
the
boulder.
I'm not fighting her. I'm not fighting
At
her, bro.
all.
Y'all fighting her by yourself.
Mm-mm.
Y'all on your own.
That's why. That's why. That's why. At first, I didn't understand why Ellie would have kept going after her, bro.
But Ellie's a different monster, though. You don't.
You're
understand.
right. You're right.
Ellie has been fighting fucking bloaters since she was 12.
She's only seen 2.
It doesn't matter. The fuck does she worry about a fucking person if she fought bloaters?
And plus, honestly, we've all seen in 2020, muscles don't really mean they never fought before. They never fought before.
Muscles don't
See,
mean
but
you can
this is
fight.
post-apocalyptic. You got to keep that mindset. So in there, it's 2013.
It's not 2013 there. It's 2019
Well,
or 2017.
2013. They haven't progressed from 2013. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What you mean?
Like,
What you mean?
As in, our new normal is 2020. Their new normal is 2013 because that's when the world ended.
True. But even so, I think that gives more credence to Ellie though, because Ellie's like, man, like, what is like? I don't care if you got muscles or not. Like, I've done fought scarier shit. I've done fought bigger shit. I like fucking the shit. I'm not gonna be afraid of no human now.
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like her immunity gives her a little bit of
1,000%.
Superman
All you gotta
complex.
do is crack that mask. Oh, 1,000%. You can crack that mask and get her into a sport spot.
She feels she's unkillable.
I think she thinks she's killable. I think she knows she's killable, but I think that she's like, she puts it as this: if I'm not losing to someone who can't control their basic functions, I'm not losing to a human.
Oh yeah,
I can kill. I've killed fucking 7 runners at a time. What it look like getting beat up by a human?
That's fair.
yeah, that's
And
true.
even if she does get beat up, that's a mindset. That's her mindset. Like,
Yeah,
I don't give like as she proved it. I don't give a fuck if I lose. I don't give a fuck if I lose limbs. I still got the W.
That's fair.
it's fact though.
And the only reason you're still walking away is because of me.
Fact.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in the next couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we talked about the shortcut.
We went on a tangent, bro. This might be the I Can't Remember podcast. We went on a tangent.
All right. So we talked about the shortcut. We talked about the shortcut. Now we're coming down from the shortcut. Now this part pissed me off. Right? Why did it piss me off? Because after you go all the way down through the trials and tribulations you had to go through, this motherfucking little child, that right there, that's the elevator to come down. What? There was an elevator?
No.
We missed something there because I think we knew about it.
Yeah, they knew the elevator. I think when they fell off the the skyscraper into the pool, he was saying that's the elevator we would have took if they didn't fucking fall. That's what he said. He was like, yeah, that's the elevator we would have took.
I think Mark's right on that.
That fall scared the shit out of me. I said, oh no.
Bro.
I said, oh hell to
that
Shout out to the Scars for being able to build that. By the way, I'm sorry.
And shout out to that whole entire setting, to Naughty Dog. Shout out to that whole entire. It was beautiful.
Word. You actually saw the decay in the building and all that too, as they're walking through it. Stalker Nation. You get this is where you get one of the weapons.
Stalker fucking Nation, bro. You right about that.
You get one of the flamethrower.
Yes.
Which is military grade. Grade A.
Yeah.
A1. Fucking. And how many times did you use that flamethrower?
I used it for bigger enemies. I didn't use it for small enemies.
I only ended up using it for like the bloater.
Oh no, I use I use that flamethrower on something.
Oh, did you? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right, so
hey, real quick, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna add my archery score. I think it was 17. Because I'm looking at it. I'm adding a screenshot of what I'm looking at. Let me know the timestamp right here.
218.
All right, let me know 218 and then put screenshot next to it. Fucking the way that my screenshot is angled, Abby's head is blocking the second number.
Oh,
so it's 1 something.
It's 10.
No, there's a lot. This has been a Near Mint News podcast.
It's 10, bro. You're lying. You're lying.
There's a line like this at the top. You can see it poking out of red.
I hit 1.
It's 10.
Mark, I defended you, bro. This is the bullshit I'm talking about, bro. This is the bullshit.
It's 10.
I'm gonna add the screenshot in. I want to say it's 17. It looks like it's 17 to me, but we're gonna see. I'll put a chapter again, and I'll get a better score than you, bro. What are we talking about?
Nah, now that I know where they all are, bro, you ain't getting a better.
Don't.
I
you
do.
Said there's only 12. I obviously got 17.
No, you got 0.
I got the trophy, Chris.
That's fair. You got 10. My bad.
Jumped on that 0. Like, there's at least a 1,
right? Oh, actually, hold up. I'm bugging. Hold on. You guys keep talking. I'll bring it up.
Okay. So Max talking about his shitty.
People on Spotify gonna be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yo, I'll probably cut it out. I'm gonna re-listen to it and cut out whatever's not gonna make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's make this YouTube exclusive. No?
Yeah, I'm with that.
Could be. Yeah.
So we did that whole descent, right? Got the flamethrower. Now we're at the hospital, right?
Correct.
And we tell Lev to fall back because it's a Scars hospital.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. It's a Wolves hospital.
It's a Wolves hospital, right?
And Abby goes in alone.
She meets up with Nora.
Abby goes in alone. She lies to the gatekeeper and all that, saying that she's picking up stuff for Isaac because at this point, before she left, she was Isaac's number 1.
Right.
And then what?
What's that? That's a 17?
Nah, that's a fucking 0, dog.
That kind of looks like a 2, bro.
Don't you
right
give
here?
Him
That's
that.
like a 2.
Don't you give him that?
It could be 12 or it could be 17 because it looks like it curves a bit like that.
Chris,
like,
if it was a 0, it would have been like that, Chris. There would have been another line coming out the other side of her head, bro. What are you talking about? It's a 0.
It's a 2 or a 17. It's either one.
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. My bad. I'm sorry to cut you off with that.
Nah. He ain't get 17. Where the fuck was I? Before I was rudely interrupted by some lies.
Abby lies about the item.
So Abby lies about Isaac, saying that that Isaac sent her to come get some shit to bring back.
Right.
But Isaac is already clearing out the hospital because
Right.
he has something else in store,
Correct. Right.
which we can deduce because last time Abby talked to Isaac, he was trying to end the war between the wolves and the scars.
Right. And he's gonna rush the island.
Exactly.
Right. So they aren't suspicious at first.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get suspicious because they said they called Isaac,
Exactly.
and they lock Abby up, which I don't know how you managed to put her in some handcuffs, but
I don't know.
they locked Abby up. Nora comes through again, helps out, sets her free, and leads her to where there could be more medical supplies in Ground Zero.
Yep.
For Seattle, yes.
For Seattle, right. For Seattle, which is the lower basement levels and the emergency ICU levels of the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Now, the ICU is blocked off. It's the trauma center.
The trauma center, right.
Oh my god, the seat. Ooh. The trauma center, where you see fucking once again people dead wearing their mask.
Yep.
They could wear a mask. How come you can't?
Oh, that's where he's going with that. That's where.
There's walled off. It's full blown quarantine, not like stay at home quarantine. This is a quarantine.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah. So the bottom floor, the underground part of the hospital is fucking flooded with infected.
Yep.
If I don't know if you played the game like I did, but at first I didn't notice that you needed power, so I went to all the doors, tried to open them, and I didn't hear it at first. But one door growled at me.
Yeah. That happened to me too.
This man was so scared he called me. He was like, yo.
Yo.
Not scared. He was so concerned. He was like, yo, what the fuck is about to happen? Because he started playing a little bit before me and Mark started playing. So we were a little more ahead of him. And Mark finished before both of us.
Right.
So and I'm like, bro, nothing's about to happen. What are you talking about?
Yo, so nonchalant about the whole thing. I was so pissed. I was pissed.
Oh yeah. I got some shit the next morning. I got the next afternoon. Bro. I got cursed out a little bit.
Bro. It was actually 2 days because I went to sleep. The second the door growled, I saved the game and I went to sleep. I couldn't. I didn't want to deal with that stress. Bro.
You're right.
Yeah, that shit growled at me. I said, oh, no. I'm not beat for this. I'm not beat.
And so the door growled. Then you find out. Excuse me. Sorry. Then you find out that you have to go through there. For what reason, nobody knows.
You have to find the medical supply shit.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The
parking lot.
No, I'm not talking about that part yet. You're still fighting infected. I feel like there was another weapon down there that you find, but I'm not sure.
I think the flamethrower is the last weapon you find is Abby.
Yeah.
No.
No.
The crossbow.
Crossbow.
You find the crossbow before.
Oh yeah.
No?
You find it in the coast.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
I think the flamethrower is the last.
Okay,
the
then
last
yeah. There, I don't remember what it was, but you see like how in 2013, if this was actually happening, like you see the fucking stress that the people at the hospital were going through, and how decrepit, is that a good word? Did I use that in the right term? Look at me, like how everything looks crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And then
like it's scary. I feel you.
You might be looking for disheveled.
I feel like that's a synonym. Let me get it off. All right.
Not decrepit is something rotten.
You go through all of that to find a first aid kit, which doesn't look like it have everything to take care of business.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's video game logic right there. That's video game logic 101.
Absolutely.
First aid kit with 3 band-aids and some gauze wrap.
And one saw.
Yeah,
and
like-
one saw.
About to do a whole amputation.
Yo, nuts.
Yo, how did you get through the game, Mark?
Fake amputations don't bother me.
Okay.
Yeah, fake because I know it's not real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My biggest fear is me being amputated.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. That and dolls.
Okay.
We going. That was. Oh, I know exactly why too. I was there.
Yeah.
I was there to see it.
Now,
Shit's wild.
so now we're at the fucking biggest, the fucking. Would you say he's the biggest boss? He's definitely the biggest boss in the game.
And
He definitely pissed me off.
Infected wise.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think in general.
In general, yeah.
Mhm.
Infected
Yeah,
in general.
Yeah.
3 motherfucking people welded together with these fucking infection. This fucking
3.
you got
That shit
a bloater, a
nuts.
shambler, and a fucking stalker.
Yeah.
There's like 3 stalkers on there. No,
No.
there's not 3 or is that just 3 of them?
I think it was just 3 of
Oh,
them.
there's a
Yeah.
clicker.
Okay,
There's
okay.
4.
Yeah, there's
There's
it's
4.
like
There's
one that merged all the
all the
infected
infected
enemies at
together.
once. Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe this thing was called the Rat King.
Yes. I don't
Yes.
understand why though.
I don't get that either.
In the garage, I guess.
Patient Zero, probably. I don't know. I really don't know. I called it Patient Zero.
Well, at that point, if anyone's patient 0, because from what we know, the longer you're exposed to the shit,
Exactly.
the more fucked up you get. I guess that would have been the patient 0 of Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I called him Blotorious B.I.G.
I don't want to laugh at that. Damn it!
It's actually really good.
Right?
It's really good.
But it's really bad. It's really.
Right? Max didn't like it. Max,
I love it. I love it. That's the
I like
fucked up part. I'm disrespecting Biggie though. I don't want to disrespect Biggie. In my head, it's disrespecting Biggie.
That's fair.
I mean,
Oh,
Blotorious B.I.G. though, you can't
That's
unhear that.
That's hard.
you can't, and that's what fucked me up. I'm upset you only fight him one time in the game though.
I'm not.
Same.
No,
I'm
fuck
kinda
both y'all.
upset
I'm
about
not fighting that motherfucker again.
I kind of wish he would have looked like that. That would have came back in different instances.
Hell no. Fuck that.
So yeah, we beat Patient Zero.
Patient Zero, and we also beat the motherfucker that breaks off Patient Zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, let me tell you about my story. I beat him after 4 or 5 tries. I finally beat Rat King. As soon as I beat him, the little fucking bitch that breaks off of him runs up and hits me, and I die. And I have to redo the whole shit.
Damn.
I was pissed, bro.
Damn.
Oh my god.
See, it didn't happen to me like that. I killed the Rat King, and then a little bit later, it saves, and then the motherfucker killed me.
See, because he runs away.
Yeah.
That bitch was still in the room with me.
Damn. Yeah,
And
he
he
runs
snuck-
away.
he
And you
snuck
gotta
me.
like fight him again. Like you gotta fight the stalker.
Fuck,
Part.
man. I did like that. I did like that boss battle though, because you go into the ambulance, you finally find it, and in your mind, you know something's about to get fucked up.
Yeah, the way it came in was beautiful. I
Yeah,
love that cutscene.
I did like that a lot. So, another thing I really like, another really good thing they did in this game was their cutscenes were
The cutscenes were great.
really, really good. Yep.
Now, all the while, at this
They
time,
definitely learned that from Uncharted 4.
all the while, at this time,
Another well praised game.
Right.
all the
I'm
while,
listening, Chris.
All the while at this time, Nora's getting fucking dead by Ellie because
Just about, yeah.
timeline wise,
Ellie should would have probably followed her right after.
exactly.
Yeah,
So the fact that Nora didn't give away her immediate position, saying that she was in the hospital
because she was downstairs.
stairs.
Ooh, that's hard.
Exactly.
That's hard.
And that's the first thing I picked up when I played that. I'm like, oh damn, like Ellie's upstairs, fucking up the wolves right now.
No, Ellie was downstairs with Nora.
Well,
You
it
know,
was,
they
it was a
dropped
level above. It was a level above.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a level above. Because Abby had to go all the way down to the trauma center.
Yeah.
And she had to go even further down to the parking lot.
Exactly.
Well, wherever the ambulance was, which I think was the parking lot.
Yeah, it was in a parking lot.
Yeah.
And what fucks Ellie up is that Abby finds the map at that point, right?
Yes.
And the map shows where Ellie.
Well, they go back to, well, she goes to get Lev, and then they go back to the aquarium, and now everybody's dead.
That's right. And that's when they find the. That's when the map. That's when the map
we're
is
skipping
found.
something. We're skipping something. We have to be skipping something.
This is after the amputation, and what are we skipping?
I don't think so. No. He's right because we got no. He's right because we skipped a big part.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah, we can probably cut that part out then. Cause that's a big skip. Skip. But cause she gets the stuff, and then the cutscene goes back where it's her, Lev, going back to Yara. Mm-hmm. Then they do the amputation thing.
Exactly. And
then they do the amputation thing.
Then Lev,
he leaves.
He gets into a fight with Yara.
Right.
Trying to save her mother, Yara and Lev's mother.
Right.
And this is where you find out that Lev isn't a boy. Lev is a girl that or a boy trapped in a girl's body. So
she's transgender.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think the main reason they escape is because Yara and Lev escape is because Lev cuts his hair off because he refuses to be one of the women. Yeah, exactly.
Which is what he was elected to be.
Yes.
To do, yeah.
And I like that. I like the representation in Last of Us.
Exactly. I love it. That was
the LGBT representation in this game is
it's really good.
And
really good.
I feel this is another reason why they were review bombing it.
Probably.
It's possible. I mean, I want to go back and read. I want to go back and actually read the reviews now that I beat the game, and there's no spoilers for me now, so I can go read it and see what they're actually saying. But the main which we'll get into it with what that could be the review bombs after we get through the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So then they go, it's her and Yara, Abby and Yara are now, they have to go to the island to find Lev.
Exactly.
Where they just, I'm trying to think, they have their run-in with Tommy?
No. This is yes, actually, yes, you're right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. She pushes him off the into the water. She pushes him into the water.
Exactly.
And my God, did I love the way this game was tying everything together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're hearing about a sniper on the bridge when we're playing as Ellie.
Right.
At this point, we're playing as the fucking we're in the scenario. And I thought this was really it was really, really good fucking storytelling.
That might be a little bit earlier than that or later than that.
With the sniper on the bridge?
Yeah, because you're with Manny at that point. You're not
Yeah,
with Yara,
No. More,
right?
No, yeah, that's when you're playing Abby. That's when Tommy's on the bridge sniping. you.
Right. But because no, we're mixed. Something's getting mixed up here, because when you push Abby, when Abby pushes Tommy off, he's with
Yeah.
Yara. She's with Yara, I mean, because Yara cuts Tommy, and then she grabs him and pushes him off. Because when Tommy is with,
It's all linear because you're what
Right.
you leave Lev downstairs. If I'm remembering correctly, you go upstairs. You're with me.
Lev is missing at this point.
Yeah, Lev is behind. You could end up meeting with Manny. You guys push up through the garage shits to get to Tommy.
Right.
Tommy kills Manny.
Right. Tommy
And
does
then,
kill Manny.
and then I think that's when Lev pops back up. After that,
No, because you meet Lev at the island, because that's the cutscene.
Yara, not Lev.
Yara pops back up.
Yara pops back up.
Yeah.
Lev is later. Lev is definitely later.
Yeah.
And I did want to say that Manny ended up becoming my dog, bro. I ended up really liking Manny.
Cool.
He was a ladies' man. He was Spanish. That was my dog.
I knew you loved
Manny. Was cool.
Bro, and my love for Manny was my same love for Jesse.
Yeah.
And they both got fucking killed, bro. The same way.
Yeah.
It was kind of like poetic, kind of like.
It was a poetic trade.
Yeah.
Which is honestly the name of this game.
Yeah.
It's really the name of this game. It's literally eye for an eye every time.
I think this was a really good moment in the game. The sniper battle. When you're
fun.
When you're making your way through the garage or the parking structure.
Yeah. When you find out it's Tommy, I love that.
And
part.
Tommy's fucking and we know that Tommy
he got the eyes, bro. He was
fucking
me up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And being against that was fucking. It was infuriating, but it was like, fucking Tommy, bro.
Right.
Word. He had to be like an ex-Marine or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we meet up with. Then we go to the island.
Yes.
And then we meet up with the Lev, and we have that cutscene.
Yeah, where Lev
had to kill his mom.
Yes, because first of all, Lev being transgendered, no one on the island was accepting of it. It was like, you're a girl, you're a woman, you need to play the wife's role.
Right.
And his mother was already brainwashed to the point where it's like, it's either you conform to the Scars rules or you can die or get kicked out. Hold on. And I think that was a big moment in the game, being that Lev leaves his sister and Abby, who just traveled with him to do such crazy things and betray. He saw firsthand that Abby betrayed her people to help out his sister.
Yeah.
And being that he loves his mother to the point where he wants his mother to be with him, which we all can relate to because we're all mama's boys, and it was relatable. I would say it was kind of relatable.
Yeah. Definitely.
Facts. And then we get to the cutscene of when they meet up with Isaac on the island.
Yes.
So it's Abby, Lev, and Yara still.
And then Isaac kills Yara.
Yeah.
Was it Isaac that killed her, or was it one of the soldiers that was
all just because I think Yara kills Isaac.
Yara goes. Yara does kill Isaac, but Yara goes out first, and she says it's clear, but then she gets ambushed by someone, and she gets shot down, but she's not dead.
Right. And then while Abby is protecting Lev from Isaac,
that's when Yara blasts Isaac.
Right, and then she gets
annihilated.
Yeah,
and I love, and that's bringing this to one of my points. one of the main things that I loved about this game was the introduction of new characters in this universe.
Yeah.
And the way it made me love these new characters. Because usually
Yeah.
in games like this, we get characters that I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, like
Fact.
at first
Facts.
it was Abby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. At first it was
There's
Abby.
only one character that, as still to this point, I really didn't care for.
Who was it?
Mel. I just didn't care for
No,
Mel.
no, me neither.
I didn't like her.
But-
She was a bitch.
But the great thing about, let me just say, like, the great thing about, because, like, no one had time to really learn Mel. Mel was just, she wasn't like Dina, you know what I mean? Like, Mel was just like Owen's girl,
Side piece.
Owen's baby mama.
And at that point, we're on Abby's side to where that Owen, in our minds, Owen leaves Abby for Mel.
Right. So and the cool thing was, because even as I was emotionally attached to every character, like even Owen to a point, because we got to know Owen a little bit, and the only person I wasn't emotionally attached to was Mel. But with Mel being pregnant, that her death still made it hit hard.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, since, because like every other death, we were emotionally attached to the character, but Mel's death still hit hard because she was pregnant. Even though we weren't emotionally attached to her character, her being pregnant gave her death, well, more death.
Can I touch on that real quick?
Yeah, shoot.
With that being said, her death hit us hard, right?
It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm kidding.
Speaking of the Rock for Prez.
Oh shit!
Facts.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
So, here's my question: do you think that her death hit us harder because we played as Ellie and killed her, and we know what that did to Ellie when she found out that Mel was pregnant?
I think so. Yeah, for sure. Because if she was just like a pregnant character, it would have still hit, because it's like, bam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the fact of like them solidifying that Dina was pregnant and then killing Mel as pregnant, that was cool. Yeah, and it does kind of come back around where you see like the love triangle between Owen, Mel, and Abby.
Yeah.
And you know, kind of still being on Abby's side, and like kind of still like understanding that like Mel and Abby tried to mend their friendship.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
yeah. I didn't realize it was Mel that was pregnant until we got to the stadium as Abby. So that's the first time we played Abby. I thought the pregnant one, because they said that she was pregnant in the beginning of the game. I thought the pregnant one was Leah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So once I found out it was Mel that was pregnant, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. That was hard. That was a good like dialogue.
No, yeah. The that story in itself, was great.
Now I think we're going back to Lev.
Mm-hmm.
Like Yara just died.
She
And man, let's talk on how Lev lost two of the most important, like all his family back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Back to back. And
it was within the same.
It was quick.
Couple hours. It was a couple hours.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it was the next cutscene. Like he lost his mom in one cutscene. I had to kill herself, and then loses Yara. Like
exactly.
Saying.
That was heavy, and I like the way they played it. Where you see that Lev is broken when it happens.
And I also think that it's cool because you start to see the new Joel and Ellie.
Exactly.
Lev and Abby is the new Joel.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
It is definitely a character arc that had to be watched too.
Yes.
Because
and at this point, I this is where, not right here, but maybe within the last couple hours leading up to this point where my love for Abby started to form.
Same.
And it was like, bro, I hated this character a couple hours ago, but now it's like I'm kind of rooting for her to win. Not against Ellie. I'm not saying that in the slightest because we know with this next part coming up, I'll say some shit where I did to satisfy my own personal needs, but I was rooting for Abby and Lev to win because that was, like you said, in my mind, that was Joel and Ellie in Last of Us.
Right.
Exactly.
So, bro, this whole escaping the island scene is just nuts.
Word.
It was so good.
It was so beautiful. The fires that were started, the towns being burned down. Shout out to the Space Needle. Yeah.
Like, because a lot of games sometimes where they got like those type of like wars where it's like NPCs versus NPC, they never kill anybody. They just waiting for you to kill them.
Yeah.
But like, no, they were taking each other out. Yep. Like I remember actually I was about to kill one, and then a wolf took the Seraph out, and I was like,
oh yeah.
Okay,
bro. Actually, this whole entire game, the whole franchise, actually, for Last of Us 1, you didn't really see it, but the NPCs or your partner in the game actually kills people, and I like that fact because it's a crucial part of gameplay, especially when when you're dealing with a post-apocalyptic.
Dumb AI is one of the worst things. That's one of the reasons why I hated Halo 5 so much.
Bro, Sheva was the worst AI in video game history. I don't care.
Halo 5? What's the last Halo?
Halo 5? Or
that
Key?
Pissed me off.
Fuck his name was?
Like when you were on what's that dude? Captain Sherlock, whatever the fuck his name is.
Sergeant Locke.
Sergeant Locke. I said Locke. All right, I was right.
His teammates couldn't kill a fly.
Right, but Noble 6 was fucking people up. But
boy.
All right, now that we're all done with that tangent.
Chris never played with me.
What?
Nothing.
I'll cut this whole shit off. You keep playing with me. 3 hours just stay in the drain because of what you said.
Hey, you did it before, Chris. OG near mint you scrapped you fucked up a whole 2-hour episode before, bro.
Say I won't do it again.
I'm not saying you won't. I'm saying you've done it before, so I know you will. Mark, chill out, bro. He'll do it again.
Oops.
Oops. So at this point, we leave the island after a fucking wild war between the wolves and Seraphites.
The fucking downfall of that island looked amazing.
Beautiful. And can we acknowledge how amazing the Space Needle looked?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
How beautiful it was in the distance. How great it looked. That's one thing that I was like, I love the landmarks in Last of Us as a whole because they always do so well at it. But that's just a quick little, not really important, but a quick little thing.
I feel that landscapes and the distance graphics are important,
and the fact that you get to see how Seattle is taken away by because the space how it gets taken away, taken back by nature. The fact that you see Seattle getting taken back by nature is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why one of the greatest video game scenes of all time is when it's definitely in the top 50s when Joel and Ellie see that giraffe in the fucking wilderness.
That shit is
which at one point was a regular city, and it's like, damn. Like Division, you couldn't do this, bro. Division was just breaking buildings. Fucking Last of Us was making that shit look good. I'm sorry.
Right. You absolutely right.
I didn't mean to hate on Division real quick.
I mean, I still haven't played Division or Destiny 2.
It's alright.
Or Division 2.
The story of Destiny 2 is cool. The story of Destiny is, well, aside from the tangent. I'm sorry, guys. Again,
why do we keep talking about other games?
The repetitive nature of getting to a certain place, it gets locked down, have to be the enemy. If you can get over that, then it's definitely a cool story. It's definitely a cool story. But I wouldn't. I'd say play Destiny 2 because it's free.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's free.
I didn't know that.
All right, off of the tangent. Now we're at the fucking the fucking theater with, and we're outside the theater with. I'm not skipping anything, right?
No. They escape and then they go to the
Did they escape? They go back to the aquarium. They find out that
the
Owen
aquarium.
and Mel are dead.
Yes.
Let finds the map.
Let finds the map,
This is where she
And-
fucks up.
and now, oh no! And here's what I want to say: what fucked me up with the dog, because you walk in and we built this relationship with this dog already.
Yeah, and then the
Now
dog is
that
dead.
the fucking dog is a dog that's been your homie the whole time.
Yeah,
I
Word.
can't remember the dog's name. I feel like an
Alice.
asshole, but
I think it's Alex.
It-
I think it is.
It's
and what
Is
happened?
it?
it's in your picture that you're gonna put up.
My PlayStation's off now, so I can't see it. But I think you're right.
I mean,
You're definitely right. You're definitely right.
I saw it.
Shut up. And as soon as I walked in, I'm like, oh shit, that was Alice, or I said, oh, that was the fucking dog,
Yeah,
and that fucked me up. And I'm like, yo, another fucking great way they're roping this story together. You see Alice dead, you see Owen dead, you see what's her
Alice
name?
dead.
Yeah,
Al is dead. Yeah,
and Lev finds a map to see where Ellie is camping out at,
right.
and
Peter.
yeah, and now we're tied. Now we're finally interlocking the stories, and we see us breaking into the fucking stadium, and it's reminiscent to Ellie and Joel again, how they used to they needed each other to do things,
Right.
and this leads me into one of my favorite parts of the game, because fighting Ellie was so fun. I killed myself at least 10 times. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna hit Ellie. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I was like, shot to the face. Okay.
Bro, I died so many times just because I was like, no, what are you talking? I gotta beat Ellie. No,
Completed it. Soon as Ellie shot me and I would have got the game.
Game over.
Like, wow, what a great game.
What a great game.
Ellie won. That's cool. Like, it's amazing.
I think that was, and I love that they made Ellie so hard to beat
because of you.
Yeah.
Like,
and
because of you.
Exactly.
And she was so fast, and it's like, yo,
like the weapons you find, like that was fucking dope. And I also like the fact that fight just played on their strengths. Like, Abby didn't have no weapons. It was just her brute strength versus Ellie's kind of brain and arsenal. It was really a brain versus brawn ass fight.
Literally.
David and Goliath-esque.
Yeah, Batman Bane type shit.
And eventually we beat Ellie as Abby.
Unfortunately.
Can I open this?
Okay. No, you got. All right, I'm gonna keep my phone out here.
Why? We're not
Go inside.
doing
I'll bring it in a little bit. Go inside.
What's the time? What's my time?
it.
2:59.
Stop coming out here.
Thank you.
Close the door. Stop coming out here.
Bye.
Yo.
Apartment lock. I know, Chris. Apartment lock. I know. I know. Oh.
I think it's you, right, Max? Right? You were
What was
saying something. I think you were saying something. Who was saying something? Right?
Right? And that was Joel and Ellie as
You break. Oh, you just said we. So we beat Abby. We beat Ellie with Abby. That's your last answer.
That was your last answer.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna start with that.
Okay.
Where we at, Chris?
3, 2, 1.
All right, so we beat Ellie with Abby as hard it was as hard as it was to do, because we had to fucking beat Ellie.
Right.
we beat and Abby ends up leaving Ellie go because she has this whole new change of heart that came with the territory of Lev.
Yeah.
She's not the same person she was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, however long it was ago.
Basically said, take your wounded and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your fucking face again, bro. Make sure
The
we never
L.
cross paths. Yeah. And it's at that point where we get back to
Wait, this is so she wounds Tommy.
yes,
Right.
which we find that
Shot
out
him
in
in
a
the
little bit.
leg.
Right. She shot him in the leg. She apparently loves shooting people in the leg, but she shoots Tommy, and then she's the cutscenes happens where she's beating the crap out of Ellie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then breaks her arm.
Breaks Ellie's arm. Yeah.
She breaks something. She breaks something.
No, she breaks Ellie's arm, and then she starts smashing her face in. And this is where I'm about to shut you down in the beginning.
Me.
No, Chris.
Chris.
Dina has her back again. So if Dina was to go back to Jackson, Ellie would have been fucked again. Because Dina starts hitting her with the knife. Dina jumps on Abby with the knife, and then but Lev hits Dina in the back with the arrow.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why. Now, mind you, that's the only reason why.
Okay, you know what?
Abby didn't finish killing Ellie is because when Abby was about to slit Dina's throat, and Ellie was like, "Wait, she's pregnant." Lev stopped her. So
and that was a powerful moment.
Once again,
that was a powerful moment because
she didn't care. Abby did not care.
Abby didn't want to kill Dina.
Yeah,
she was like, "Good.
Yeah,
that makes it better, bitch."
Yeah, it was about to be another eye for an eye. It's about to be another poetic trade, just like Chris was saying earlier.
Yep, and I love that, and that's another time that you see that she's not the same person she used to be. She has changed.
Exactly. Right. She has reached her arc.
So shout out to Dina, gang, put respect on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
see, Dina still, she got that one. But like. Come on, you pregnant, dog. Don't, we got hella guns. You couldn't shoot them from afar.
That's the only thing I did say. I was like, I know there's a gun in that goddamn theater.
But to be fair,
she would have had a gun on her.
And at that point, that's my point. That's my thing with the apocalypse. If you're going to sleep and there's no guns next to you, you deserve to die.
1000%.
If you're in an apocalypse where there's fucking,
if I knew I'm in a whole ass theater and no one notices me yet, I'm not running to you with a knife. I have guns. like I could have grabbed Jesse's gun.
Word.
Like,
see, but it's all situational that we would have to be in to make our decision. So we can't really say what we want to say because we weren't in the predicament that
is true.
They were creating.
I'm still a thug though. So.
That's fair.
Nothing looking at me at all times.
I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. But we can't. We also can't put our mindset in Dina's shoes.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
All right, let's move on.
So that was the confrontation.
Yes.
Now we're back as Ellie.
And here's where we get into foreshadowing in the beginning of the game that we didn't really cover. At one point, I believe Dina asks Ellie what's her ideal like future, and Dina's answer is living on a farm and
in the middle of
raising
nowhere,
cattle and sheep and such, and and that was foreshadowed, which we learned towards the end of the game. That's foreshadowing because after the confrontation, Ellie and Dina do get their own place on a farm where they have their own land, and we see at this point how fucked up Ellie is in the head after everything.
And
Perfect.
Jesse's son.
JJ.
Yes, JJ. Yeah, JJ is there. Which is eerily close to AJ inside of fucking Walking Dead. I'm telling you.
Mhm.
I'm telling you.
You think they had something to do with that?
I think I don't want to say it's like played off of each other.
I thought
but-
JJ was like the two people they lost, Jesse, Joel.
Yeah, I think that's the name. I think those have.
That's what I think.
You know what? That could be it. That could be it.
Right? That's what I thought. That was like my.
That could be
JJ,
that could be
Jesse
the name
Joel,
of the
that's
child. That
Yeah.
could be the name of the child.
And I thought
The first name
so.
Jesse, second name Joel, middle name Joe, and
Yeah.
last name Dina. I don't know. I don't know what her last name is.
I don't know what Jesse's last name was. Yeah.
Dina. Jesse Joel Dina.
Yep.
It's a terrible name.
Yep. And we get a visit from Jesse. Not just he's dead.
At this
Yeah.
point, though, I thought the game was done
Yo,
Me too.
me too.
because I was like, fam, like,
And I was kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
I thought the game was done, and I was like, yeah, that's it.
No, see,
I can't get my payback. What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on?
see, that would have been the perfect place to leave the game if you were gonna make another game.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I do not feel there's gonna be a Last of Us 3.
I do, and I'll tell you why later, but I do.
Yeah, we'll get to that because I have things to say about that as well.
Yeah, but but you're right. That would have been a great place to leave it if it was like,
Mhm.
okay, now I gotta hunt for
Now the first thing you're doing is hunting for Abby. When you come
Right.
back.
I would have hated if I had to wait another 7 years just to fucking kill Abby. I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed.
Real quick, I'm gonna put a screenshot in at this point where I took a beautiful picture where Ellie sitting on
That's actually
JJ.
gonna be the title picture.
the
Thumbnail.
thumbnail. Okay, never mind. Exclude that then.
Also is fuck, what was I gonna say? It was cool seeing. I had it. I just had it. It was cool because after the confrontation,
Mm-hmm.
and now that we're back on the farm, it was cool seeing how, like, you could kind of tell that the world still had its safe spots,
Okay.
like, which also I don't know why we keep going back to goddamn Walking Dead in this thing, but just like Herschel's farm, safe spot. You know what I mean? Like,
that was a save spot. That's what that was. They got the ribbons and just used the typewriter to save.
that's true. It's true. He only live in evil.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I'm not gonna- yeah, I do feel you on that though. I think this scene was when we first get it before Ellie has her breakdown. I do like that we do see Ellie happy once again. We do see her with her child. We see her with the love of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going well for Ellie to the point where it's like, yo, shit's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. Also, it's funny how it goes to show, because I just noticed all three of us said it. It goes to show that, like, we just played 10 to 12 hours as Abby. Immediately, as soon as the farm cutscene on, I was like, no, I still gotta kill her.
Yo,
Like,
yes,
I
yes,
love you to death, but you gotta go.
yeah,
Like, you got
absolutely.
to go.
yeah.
So it just showed, like, you can really just, you know what I mean?
Flip the
Like,
switch, yeah.
you know?
And it's understandable because Ellie, Abby,
Abby.
they're not on the same level at all.
1000%.
I think we get the visit from Tommy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is where we find out that he's still alive. Up until this point, we think he's still dead.
Mhm.
Yeah. He did lose an eye, I think, right? Like, well, something was with his eye.
I'm trying to think. He was
definitely looking at it 2 eyes.
He was
Yeah,
fucked up.
definitely-
He was fucked
he
up.
was
fucked up.
Not only was he fucked up physically, he was fucked up emotionally too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's another part where Dina does have Ellie's back again, and this is a trend that really made me feel good throughout the game until the actual end of the game.
What you
What?
laughing at, Mark?
I'm laughing at Chris
What?
What?
because we keep defending Dina.
Keep defending her. All right.
So Tommy comes and guilts Ellie into tries to guilt Ellie into going after Abby because he has intel that that a real big chick built like an ox
Built
is
like an
traveling
ox, which
with a kid with scars on his face.
Right.
which is the best description of Abby that has ever been given in this whole entire game.
Yeah.
That chick is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ellie is like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And he tries to guilt her, and Dina walks outside with Tommy after Tommy leaves and is like, yo,
Yeah,
why the fuck would you come over here with that shit? Don't bring that shit to my household.
And goes so far as to say, don't ever come back here again.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that shit. Yeah, like you bringing that type of energy, don't step back over here with that bullshit.
Exactly.
And it goes and it really even gives me even more respect for Dina at that point. That most of my respect for Dina ends up getting taken away in like an hour after this point.
Oh my god, a swift 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
Well, and we get into the night sequence in this scene, and
So
we find out
actually
She put the barns and stuff away. She puts the
Mhm.
animals in the barn and has her first mental breakdown.
her PTSD.
Right.
yeah, that's what I was. At this point, this is where we actually find out she has PTSD, which and the fact that they played on all the things that people with PTSD have trouble with is insomnia and flashbacks and all that.
Right.
PTSD is no joke, and
Unworn triggers.
exactly.
Like the barn door closing, triggered. Like darkness, triggered.
When that goat screamed, that was another trigger for her, and it's a big pain in her life that seeing Joel die like that, wanting to go out for revenge and getting shut down after you did all that hard work to just go back and try and live your life as happy as you could.
It's hard. Yeah. Nearly impossible.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys read her journal at that point.
Yeah. I read the journal like throughout the game just to kind of like it was dope. That was a good piece of like thing to do.
She talks about it in her journal, saying that it's been a couple weeks now without a trigger, and now I'm doing okay. So
Yeah.
this was up until when Tommy came through. She was doing all right, and then Tommy just came through and just fucked up their peace.
Right.
Which is a bad thing to do, but I mean, I understand why he did it.
Yeah. Yeah. He could have did it with a pack.
Yeah. He knew if there was someone that if there was someone that would help him, it would definitely be Ellie.
Yeah, because he said, well, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and not only could he not do it, he was going through his own shit because he just got a post-apocalyptic divorce from his wife.
right.
Maria.
So he was just, he got a divorce because he kept obsessing about it the way Ellie was in the beginning.
Right.
Which I don't blame him. I feel
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he was in the right, but I mean,
It's his brother.
Absolutely. Would I have done that for my brother? Yes. Yes, I would have.
Oh my god, you're an asshole.
Nah, that's my little bro. And that's another thing. I'm pretty sure Tommy was the older brother.
Yeah, Tommy's the older brother.
Yeah. So Tommy went through a lot. He lost his niece and his brother.
Yeah, and his wife.
And his wife.
Divorce.
Oh, true.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was with somebody before the apocalypse, but I don't think so.
See, also the part of this game that I do like the most is no fucking plot holes.
Facts. They neatly wrapped everything.
Like they wrote 1 into 2. No plot holes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fucking
Yeah.
7 years you guys waited. That's just a cutscene.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking 0 plot holes.
You know, we didn't talk about I just realized we didn't talk about Ellie finding out
That
About
what Joel did.
we did
Oh,
skip
we
that.
Talk about that.
which we can wrap that out. We can wrap that up in the end of the game though.
Yeah, we could do that. I just wanted to make sure, like,
You're right. I definitely did not have any intention to talk about that. You're right.
We missed that. That was at the theater.
That's up.
way,
That's
that's
yeah.
that's way back. Like we missed it. We missed that by a big mark.
Okay, but we'll kind of breeze through these next couple parts so we can get to that.
Yeah, because it's the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Abby and Lev are looking for traces of the Fireflies because there's been rumors that Owen has been saying that the Fireflies are still in Santa Barbara.
Mhm.
Right. Which he introduced
Yes.
to new faction.
Hmm.
The Rattlers.
Yes. And may I add that this is the worst faction of all time?
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
That's why I'm glad that they were only in there for a minute.
Yeah.
Till TLOU 3.
Shit. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens.
Stay close.
So Abby gets through on the radio to who she thinks is the Fireflies, and I'm not sure if this is the Rattlers in disguise.
It was.
Okay.
Because they tricked her into saying the house. And then that's when they ambushed her out.
See.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I don't think it was a trick. I think it was actually the Fireflies. For the simple fact, they knew who the leader of the Fireflies was, which was her dad.
Well, they could have just been agreeing. They didn't say it. She said it.
They didn't say because she didn't say a name.
Yeah.
And then she gave up way too much information.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was like, I'm the leader of Salt Lake crew, like, and they they were just saying like, oh yeah, we're about 200 strong. Okay, cool, we'll see you.
And that's where Abby ends up. If this was a trick, that's where Abby ends up fucking herself and Lev because they end up getting ambushed by the Rattlers and kidnapped for God knows how. We don't know what the time period is here.
It tells us when we switch, but I don't remember what it was off the dome.
And after this cutscene, we pull out to Santa Barbara with Ellie.
Were we looking for the side crew?
Well, Ellie, the big cutscene where Ellie and Dina have their separation, their rift. Because Ellie just, the thing with Tommy set in.
So, Ellie, at this point, Ellie and Abby are having a really, really bad disagreement because
Ellie and Dina.
Oh my God. Dina doesn't want Ellie to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She doesn't want Ellie to leave and basically says, if you go, I won't be here when you get back.
Right.
I don't remember her saying that.
Ellie says, that's up to you. Which is a hard response. It's hard.
Ellie's a real one, bro.
She a thug.
That one, I was like, ooh.
She a thug.
Yeah. She is a thug. She was like, I got the blicky and someone getting icky.
the fact that she goes to leave the farm in Joel's jacket
Hard.
threw me through a loop, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I gotta put this game on pause. I gotta go to sleep.
I go to sleep. So Ellie arrives in Santa Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She's making her way through. She's finding clues and such. And I don't think I'm skipping anything big at this point.
Nah,
No,
she's finding
no.
clues. She sees a whole bunch of graffiti to the Rattler, and then do we end up at the house that Abby was taken from? No.
No.
Yeah,
No.
only because we end up in a trap.
Yeah, you end up in the trap by the Rattlers.
Yeah, and Ellie injures herself real bad, and she ends up conning dudes. Ends up conning these two dudes and kills them both because Ellie
That was hard.
Ellie is a different animal.
See?
Yeah,
and there's
using the clicker against the dude, that was hard.
there's that Superman mentality too.
Yeah, yeah. But she definitely
She
used
needed
that,
to. She needed
yeah,
to. Don't
she
get me
used
wrong.
the immunization to her advantage because she took the dude's hand and let him get bit, but by letting herself get bit as well, but knowing it wouldn't do anything, you know.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And then the big dude was like,
I'm gonna call that
he was-
motherfucker Eugene. I don't remember his name.
well, no, Eugene's the old
Yeah,
dude.
no. See, not
the
Eugene
weed.
from Last of Us. Eugene from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead is heavy. It is.
See, and we can.
Welcome back to our Walking Dead review.
Yeah, right. Welcome back to our Walking Dead review.
We keep making the comparison, but like both zombies, so we have to. You know what I'm saying?
Fair. It is very similar in factions.
It's
And
a
zombies and things like that.
post-apocalyptic world that we have to we have nothing else to compare it to because
That's true. But
COVID hasn't created zombies yet.
Ellie is seemingly bleeding out.
Mm-hmm.
But she does make her way to the dome, and of course, long. Okay, go ahead.
She also stitches up that wound that she got.
Yeah.
So when the trap was not made for her; it was made for the infected.
Of course, yeah.
So what it did was, it grabbed her, and then she swung into the tree and got impaled by a broken branch.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she ended up sewing that up. But when you look at it again, at all sewn up, you see the big red spot. That is her internally bleeding.
Yeah.
So that's got to be painful going through that whole situation.
Yeah, and still knowing that you might have to, because as far as Ellie knows, Abby is still as big as she is. So think about internally bleeding. If Abby was as big as she is, was to hit Ellie in that spot. Oh my God!
She got me there a couple times.
She got you there a lot of times, Chris.
Shut up.
Long story short, I guess we make our way through the resort where we end up killing the entire.
We get another weapon.
The
submachine gun.
The submachine gun. Right.
And
fire.
From what I can tell, Ellie takes out with infected and by herself, takes out that entire camp.
Well, she releases the prisoners.
Yeah, right. For the prisoners.
The prisoners start taking out people and burn. And it's funny because they start burning down that faction's house, just like
Isaac did.
The island, just like the island. Which is funny because they, boats and shit.
Yep. Boats and hoes.
And then we find Abby. This was heartbreaking.
Vlad the Impaler scene, bro. That shit was crazy.
This was kind of heartbreaking just to see, Abby, as big as she was, Max.
I'm good.
Okay. Abby lost. She I mean, she went from Chris to me.
Damn.
Yeah, she was nowhere near as big.
Damn.
No.
Like,
Damn.
you know what I
Why you
mean?
gotta do me like that?
I'm talking
Why you gotta do me like that?
like
You could have said she went from built to me. Nah.
Let him finish, Chris.
Nah. Straight disrespectful. Head ass.
That's not disrespectful.
Ow.
Head ass.
Yeah, but all right. But you know, she was I don't know how. Now, mind you, at this point, we do know it's been a few months because the guy that Ellie killed says we got an Abby a couple months back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So, and then when the prisoners let her know that she's been in the pit or something like that, or the pillars.
Yeah.
Pillars.
At the pillars.
Yeah.
At the pillars for a minute. They said she's been at the pillars for a while because she tried to escape. We're assuming that she tried to escape early on, and her and Lev probably been in those pillars for months and damn near starving to death.
Yes.
And you know, cutting her down.
Yo,
was funny. Well, go ahead.
I don't know if you know, but at this point, there's, I'm gonna say it's an Easter egg. I don't know if they did it to throw you off, but like, there's a girl that looks like the last time you seen Abby.
Yeah, with the ponytail and shit.
Yeah,
Chris,
yeah.
I interacted with her for like a good 20 minutes.
So did fucking Max.
You didn't watch me play. I watched you play. It's a fact that you did that.
It's a fact that you told me you did that too.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's hearsay.
But you're smiling, so you're saying I'm right. So.
Jesus.
I need a cigarette.
so we do find Abby.
Yes.
And Lev, and well, we cut Abby down.
And then
it's a tough scene.
It's the final fight.
The final. So Ellie kind of has this very small revelation that damn, Abby's been through enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cuts Abby down. Abby cuts Lev down. Abby leads Ellie towards the boat. There's 2 boats left. Abby leads towards the boat. Ellie goes to one boat. Abby and Lev goes to the other boat. And then Ellie is putting the stuff in the boat. And boom, triggered. Another PTSD flashback. Another trigger where she sees Joel's face. And then she's like, nah.
Yo, that scared me. That scared me.
Yeah, it did me too. And she was like, okay, I can't let you out of here. Like, I have to finish because I gotta live my life and I have to finish it. Abby is built out of like she's done. She's not trying to fight. Especially knowing that body type wise, more even playing.
Oh yes, 100%.
Even though Ellie is hurt, but Abby lost so much muscle mass. You know, they're damn near at the same level. But Ellie, in rage with revenge, goes to kill Lev. Which this is the one time I was like, all right, Ellie, you might be going too far. Because especially being the one that Lev saved you and Dina. And I was like fam, like you might be going a little too far here, but then we get into the final fight, so which was a great fucking fight.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
I whooped Abby's ass.
No, you didn't.
How do you know? You weren't watching me.
Yeah, I was.
That's hearsay.
Okay.
He gonna put hella clips in this shit.
He doesn't have. He doesn't have.
He could just
get. Yo, he got his score.
He can just get him off the stream, can he?
No, I didn't stream it.
He was share playing it, but I was recording on my Elgato.
Oh, bet.
No, he wasn't.
How do you know?
Look at my eyes. That's how I know.
Oh my god. So Ellie is throwing hands with Abby, and this was a real good fucking moment for me because I was like, Abby, you're not gonna hit me one time, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Facts.
And that's what I did.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Same.
Why would I lie about that?
You said she beat you.
No, I didn't. I said no, she'd never beat me. She beat you several times, and
She
you're
did
like,
not
oh,
beat me several times.
she did.
No,
Chris.
she didn't.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. We get to the end of the fight, which is a great hand to hand. I think at one point Ellie had a knife.
Yeah.
It was a great fight, and Ellie is pushing Abby's face under the water because we already knew Ellie was going to win this fight.
And she loses 2 fingers.
Yes,
Yeah, she
which
loses 2 fingers.
another
Sacrifice.
comparison to Walking Dead. I'm glad I lost her pinky.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Oh well, Ellie. Lost her,
All right, Pink.
Ellie lost her pinky too.
Yeah, and her ring joint. And before Abby dies, Ellie lets her up and tells her to go, and we see this.
It's the same thing Abby did.
Yep.
Yeah. That parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that was good to see. I was at that point. I wanted to kill Abby.
I did.
did.
Once I saw her choking, I was like, Ellie, you won.
I was like, let's go. This bitch is done.
I was like, because then she has the flashback that she had was not of
a bad thing. It was a good thing.
But it was a good thing. And where we go into the cutscene, I believe, of Joel and Ellie making up, right?
Yeah, after Ellie fucks
Abby up.
No, after the bar thing that happened in the beginning of the game. See, everything's tied together.
Yeah.
And
we finally see this bar scene for the first time since the fucking gameplay trailer. From how many years ago? And we see that Joel steps up after the bartender calls Ellie and Dina off Dykes or some shit.
Loudmouth Dyke, yeah.
And Joel was like, "Nah, you're not doing that," and it was about to beat the shit out of him. And Ellie gets mad at Joel, saying that she could defend herself.
Yeah.
And we're like, why is she acting like this? And we go, and what we find out earlier in the game is that Joel told Ellie that
great tie-in. That boy's
That boy's
fine.
Yeah.
That's
Joel tells
that's Joel, a podcaster right there.
Joel tells Ellie that she wasn't special, that the Fireflies couldn't do anything with her, and that they had plenty of other immune subjects there, and didn't tell her that he killed everyone in that facility. And she finds this out, and this is the resentment she holds towards Joel, and we find this out earlier in the game, and it makes us feel heavy it's heavy on our hearts because we think Ellie and Joel never get to make up. We think that they ended on bad terms, and this great ending scene tells us that that's not the case. Ellie was ready to forgive him,
right?
And they were working to be better again.
Yeah,
right. Which even hurts even worse.
Yeah,
they never really got to make up and reconnect like that.
They were making those steps, but never actually got to take them, because I think like the next day is when everything went down.
Right, right.
It was because that next morning is when Jesse comes to the house.
Yup.
Damn. Jeez. We get back after this scene. Abby leaves with Lev. And we go back to our farm to find that. And this is what pissed me off.
That pissed you off?
This scene fucking pissed me off, because it was like, after all the things we've been through, I go to avenge the man who saved my life, and you're gonna leave me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And that shit fucked me. And no matter how much we did already,
Mm-hmm.
if I don't get to kill the person who killed the man who was like a father to me in this whole fucked up situation,
we can't really be happy together.
exactly, and I
You
think
gotta let that all go for me to
See,
and that's where my respect for Dina really just dropped, and that should.
see,
I was fucking
here's
pissed, yo.
I fucking hate the both of you because now I gotta defend this chick,
Dina or Ellie?
Dina.
Okay.
So this is the same thing that happened to Tommy. Basically,
Okay.
hands down. She became obsessed with finding Abby, which was the whole game, right? To the point where it affected their relationship. Because with a thing like PTSD, you can't just let shit go. It's going to come back to haunt you for the rest of your life. And if Ellie had let that go and not gone after Abby, she would have ended up getting killed, letting JJ get hurt.
Yeah.
And that would have really fucked up. Like, and you could see that she wasn't thinking. The first breakdown she had, she wasn't thinking. She had JJ in her arms when she was screaming.
Yeah.
So like she could have hurt JJ to the point where maybe it was some kind of like a stalker, and then Ellie fucked up JJ.
Yeah.
So if in Ellie's mind, she had to finish this so
Yeah.
she didn't hurt her loved one. But Dina saw it as she's not letting it go. Which Dina doesn't know what she's going through because she doesn't know the effect or the fact that Joel did that to her with her immunity, saying that there was more, and ended up
I feel,
starting the whole game as, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and that's kind of the reason why I want DLC, because I need to know.
I'll take DLC. I won't take a Last of Us 3.
I take both, but I got my theory for TLOU 3. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I'll take both too, but I don't want a Last of Us 3. Not anytime soon, at least. I don't want another.
They tarnish
I
it.
don't want I don't want a game. I don't want a third entry into this franchise, and it fucks everything up, because Last of Us 2 was even a brave step for Naughty Dog, because Last of Us, in my opinion, is one of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
And to go ahead and do a sequel to that, and to still release a sequel after it got leaked,
Yeah.
is big. And I don't know, Last of Us 3, I would play it and I would love it, but I don't think I want a Last of Us 3, just because I think the franchise is just so great how it is now. And I don't want to take the chance to make it, plummet for me.
I wouldn't mind that. Like my TLOU 3 would love to be I would rather it be I would want to see, I think, because we're definitely getting something.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it ended for both characters, we're definitely getting something. I would probably say for my TLOU 3, I think we can leave Ellie alone. I would like to see Abby and Lev.
Abby and Lev.
Yeah, that's my
TLOU 3.
idea. I feel like I would want, if there was Last of Us 3, I wouldn't want it from Ellie's perspective.
Nah, give me what happens after Abby and Lev get with the boat. Like give me that.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like DLC, I would like to see maybe a smaller continuation of like what did Ellie do when she was walking away.
Yeah. I would.
Like after the farm,
Yeah.
and she's like walking away. Like, give me that. Like, wrap up Ellie's story. Is she going after Dina? Like, or is she just gonna be a lone wolf? Like, what's happening?
See, I feel like
You
our
know,
DLC is gonna be more of Abby and Lev getting to Santa Barbara, and not, or functioning in Santa Barbara because they had to get the information for the Firefly camp. right? We're not gonna get more. That would be Last of Us 3 gameplay.
Yeah.
What you're saying after she walked away.
And I feel you on that. And well, personally, what I would want for DLC, what I would want for a DLC, not just DLC in general, I would want more Ellie and Joel adventures from the past.
Mm,
I love
the flashbacks.
that whole. I love what Joel did for Ellie, and I would love to see what they went through afterwards because there was a lot there that we didn't get to see.
Yeah.
I think some flashback DLC would be cool, and like I agree with Mark. I would like to see. I would like to see where Abby and Lev go in the future, of course, for Last of Us 3, and for more future DLC. I would want to see where Ellie goes after
The farm.
Yeah. And I think, and honestly, I don't want DLC. I like the way the game ended the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a cliffhanger without really being a cliffhanger because it's like Ellie ended her adventure, but she still, I don't know, I really know how to explain. She still wants to find her family from what we think.
Perfect way. I think that's the perfect ending because you feel unsettled.
Yeah.
Like in a way, you feel like it's weird because they gave you 2 missions and neither is completed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like Abby in Lev's story, like Abby finished her mission in the beginning. Like her mission was to kill Joe. She did that. But her new mission is to find peace or find the Fireflies or make a new Firefly, make a new Firefly faction or whatever. And by meeting with the Rattlers, you can see that mission is not completed. So now you have Abby without a home because she lost the wolves. You have Lev without a home because he lost the scars. They both tried to find a home with the Rattlers, lost that.
Yep.
And now it's like, okay, we're 2 people without a home, and that's all each other got. Like they both lost family. That's all each other got at this point. Kind of like Joel and Ellie. Cool. That's that storyline that we never got to see finished. They don't get a happy ending. Nope. Whether you wanted one for Abby or not, they don't get that happy ending, and we don't know that yet.
Mm-hmm.
For Ellie, our big mission that we did the whole entire game is not done.
Still not complete. Yeah, I feel you.
Like Ellie didn't get and Ellie doesn't even get a happy ending either. Like she lost Dina, she lost her family, she lost Joel, Dina.
She avenged Joel, but loses everything else.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't even get to avenge Joel the way we wanted by killing Abby. So it's like it's weird because it finished so beautifully, but it never really finished. Like it's so unsettling because like I'm happy with the way it ended, but now I sit back and I'm like, I did all that for nothing.
No, you're right.
Like
I did all that for nothing. I fought all these motherfuckers for nothing.
Because I feel so unsettled because I didn't get to kill Abby, but then at a point where I didn't want to. Like in a way, I kind of wanted to see Abby and Lev get their happy ending, and I don't even get to see that. But I also wanted Ellie to see her happy ending, and I don't get to see that either.
Okay. Nah, you're right. You're right.
It's insane. That's cool, man. Such a great fucking guy.
But also another thing at the end before she leaves to go to Santa Barbara, this is the same thing that Abby went through to find Ellie. Like it's the same struggle. They went through the same struggles, and this is why I believe this is a great game because the fact that they took 2 different characters and they put them together like that and they had the same issues and same trials and tribulations that they had to go through to find each other, to hurt one another or seek out vengeance. It's fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah,
10 out of 10. This game is
10 out of 10 for sure.
this game got the rating it deserved, and then people shit on it.
Yeah, and that was my original question. Like, well, my original question was, what was your overall scores for it? And I got 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and I would give it I give it 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 as well. Putting my bias aside, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 because some of Abby's parts in her story were a little boring.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
Give it a 9 out of 10, but
mm-hmm.
all in all, in my opinion, it's 10 out of 10. I think a 9 out of a 10 is still a great fucking score.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even then,
like
even if I had to grade it unbiasedly, it's a 9.9 out of 10.
I would do a 9.5 for sure.
I feel
I
you.
would do a 9.5 for sure if I
'Cause-
had to do it unbiasedly. Because you're right, some of those Abby parts felt like I was starting a new game.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And you started on bad
On
bad
terms. Like,
yeah,
oh,
it's bad terms. Yes.
doing this with you.
See, but they introduced Abby properly. I feel like
They did.
there's no other way you could have introduced Abby.
No, you're right.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Fucking, and people want to review bomb it, and let's talk about Abby. What's with people, yo?
Yeah, that shit pisses me off, bro. And already,
What-
especially we're at a point where the video game community is down in general.
Yeah, y'all. We ain't looking too hot in general right now.
You got these d bags fucking sending death
threats, fam.
To who?
Serious?
What?
To
Whoa, what?
Sending death threats to Abby.
The character.
No, the actress.
The actress. Get the fuck out.
I got her name is Laura Bailey.
Laura Bailey, right?
Get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
she's been getting death threats
Because she kills Joel. Because the character she voices kills Joel in an imaginary game.
Like, what is with
the voice? Because the voice and the actor are two different people, aren't they?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh, like the character model.
yeah.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know about for Abby. I don't know how that works for Abby, but I'm talking about the fact that people are getting mad at the voice actor, even at the character model because she killed a.
Yeah. Either way, it's a real person who is playing a imaginary character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
who killed an imaginary character.
I feel like a lot of villains go through this.
Yeah.
People that play villains.
Like the dude from
That doesn't excuse
the kid from Power.
Oh, where
the little black kid from Power.
What happened with him?
he like snitched on somebody.
Yeah, he like snitched on somebody. The dude from The Wire.
The bad son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Joffrey.
He was getting shit.
Yeah. Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo Esposito. I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Breaking Bad dude. I think, right? That is him.
Gus? The guy that plays Gus?
I know Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
I know Aaron Paul. That's the only person I know off the top of my head.
Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito. Yeah, that guy.
Wait, you
From
know
Breaking
Aaron
Bad.
Paul and Aaron Paul. What about Bryan Cranston? How do you not remember Bryan Cranston?
I didn't have that off the top of my head. I just didn't have that off the top of my head.
Like, he got death threats for Breaking Bad.
That's
so stupid. Like, people are just
doesn't
dumb.
excuse people.
Like,
Like,
I know you're trying to
Fucking
defend
whack,
it, but there's no excuse to sending death threats over fictional things.
absolutely.
Negan, Shane, a lot of them got death threats.
Fucking idiots, bro. You guys are fucking.
Fucking
You make us look like losers. We're not losers. You guys are fucking losers.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
There's a point in life where becoming a fan of something can have a controversial.
It's detrimental.
Can be a controversial topic, which
Yeah.
it sucks for
Right.
the creators. Like it sucks because like you gotta make it so everything's politically correct, and no one has a bad ending. There can be no villain. Everybody has a right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
And that doesn't make for good story.
no. No, the fact that you show an arc is what makes a story a story.
Right.
You can start
And,
out one way and change, right? Just because your favorite hero gets hurt in one section doesn't mean you have to attack somebody that didn't even write the shit.
Yeah. Honest, it's just her job.
Literally.
That's for a paycheck. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Laura Bailey for absolutely bodying this role. I want to give a shout out to everyone involved in this. Anyone involved in this game who's been reaching out to Laura Bailey or defending Laura Bailey and having her back. Anyone who's been sending death threats, you guys are dickheads, and I hope I hope something bad happens to you. I don't know
by
why.
a clicker.
Oh yeah. And I think that's the end of our fucking.
I know we talked about Dina in I want to say Near Mint podcast.
Yes, we
How
did.
she's playing both Last of Us 1 and 2 because she didn't play
Yeah.
the games.
Yes.
Shout out to her.
She was streaming it, I believe, on Twitch.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Shout out to her for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's end this podcast.
Casina Caradona is her
Christina
name.
Caradona. There you go.
Ooh, there we go.
All right, guys. This has been a great podcast. A lot of great conversation. Obviously,
Yes.
just to clarify, so what we're saying, we got a 10 from Max, 9 point.
No, I think we're all 10.
Unbiasedly, he gave it a 9. Mark gave it a 9.8, and unbiasedly, but a 10. Personally, I gave it a 10 and a 9.9.
Correct.
Unbiasedly. Great game.
Great game.
If we spoiled it for you, we told you at the beginning it was a spoiler. It's gonna be on the thumbnail too, so I don't want to hear nothing at this point.
That's true. It's fair.
Oh, okay. I froze for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you definitely did froze. Did you say something?
Nah, I said quiet. So I noticed it froze, so I was like, I'm gonna just stay quiet.
Oh, okay. This is
Hey, make sure you guys subscribe. I don't know if you said this already. Hit the bell, like button, description.
Word.
Hit the description. All of
Like,
our
comment,
links.
share, subscribe.
word.
Yes, sir.
You got both of our podcasts on either side of Mark. I Can't Remember podcast is a podcast we do for all of us. This is currently a Near Mid News podcast with a feature from RenascenceMarq.
My dog.
That's right.
This has been a podcast where we talk about all things nerdy, but focusing on games this time. All right. See you guys next time.